Sausage
fest.
Where do you see that? I'm confused.
Or is this Scorsese?
Oh, the Scorsese thing?
Us Nanas.
Versus the Scorsese thing?
Us Nanas.
Yes. Hello, Will just slapped himself in the face. I've had 4 hours of sleep and I'm feeling great. Welcome to the podcast. How's it going, y'all? Welcome back. Glad you could join us today. My name is Alex, also known as Bird of Hermes. I'm joined by Sleepy Boy over here, Will.
I am Santori /
Nick.
I'm very tired.
Hey, I'm Spuddles.
Bailey.
Hi, I'm Bailey.
And Ben.
Benjamin 19.
Yeah. So a lot of us are pretty tired right now.
Yeah,
It's a rainy Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Bad. It's really bad.
Yeah.
It's real bad.
Mm-hmm.
one of those days you just want to curl up, just let the day go by, but then you remember, oh crap, I actually have things I need to do.
Adult.
Yeah. That's kind of how like last week was for us as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were pretty darn tired. Why were we tired, Alex?
Sucks.
Well, we wanted to go over and play some Beat Saber with our good friend Timmy Yoon.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't really decide when we wanted to leave. We just kept staying and just kept doing things and talking and talking.
Not paying attention to the time.
Not paying attention at the time. We somehow watched one of the new Pokemon anime.
Yeah.
Just a random episode just cuz. And then we looked at the time and it was 4 o'clock.
Yeah, and I was like, I think I need to go home. Yes. That was rough. Yes.
And then Nick decided he wanted to, well, he doesn't have an Oculus, but he does enjoy playing Beat Saber.
Yes.
So when he does get the chance to, he wants to get in as much time as he can with it.
Right.
So it was like 3 a.m, and he just got up and just started playing, and while he was playing, he's like, my arms hurt, I'm in so much pain, but
This
I need to keep
sucks.
playing. But he wouldn't stop.
I was like, I'm just so bored, I need to keep going. Yeah, so I kind of strained my arm a little bit doing that. But
He was beating his saber too hard.
I was beating my saber too hard. Yes.
So
Yeah.
So this month is the the month of October.
Words.
That was my segue.
Processes.
That's your segue.
And during the month of October, spooky stuff happens.
Yeah,
So
we were gonna talk about this last week, but we had something going on.
Yes, that was the secondary point that I was going to bring up with my primary point being the month of October.
Education.
So yes, we did not have a podcast last week. We were also very tired. Probably even more tired than right now,
No.
if it's possible. You
I
weren't as tired. This is more tired, Will?
Nick was
tired.
definitely way more tired.
I was
Nick was borderline insane.
yeah.
Well, Nick
No
had
kidding.
0 hours of sleep last Saturday.
No, I had
Definitely more
0.
tired.
So yeah, we were celebrating an engagement of certain 2 people. Also,
They may or may not be sitting in this room.
Will and Timmy. Yes.
He's the love of my life.
Our
Timmy's
dream,
here.
Our dream is to go to Japan together.
It's my dream too.
Yes.
Yo.
Oh, you wanna go to Japan too?
Yes.
Cool.
Let's all go to Japan.
I think we agree.
I think we just made plans.
Yes. So we were having an engagement party for Ben and Bailey, and it was a nice
Not
little
really
surprise.
engagement.
Bachelorette combination.
We had the
That's
engagement
fun.
party like years ago.
Yes. When they originally got engaged.
Yeah, it was years ago.
So what was the first thing you guys did that day?
Woke up.
Mm-hmm.
I opened my eyes.
Well. And you saw?
A really dirty ass room.
Don't roast our room.
We just have laundry to do. But
Yeah.
the first thing we did that day was we did an escape room.
Mm-hmm.
It was super fun.
It was so much
It's the
fun.
first escape room I've ever done.
Can you explain what an escape room is?
An escape room is a room where you want to leave. No. So it's
My mom's house? I'm just kidding. I love my mom.
It's places you can go and you have like an hour to solve a bunch of puzzles in a room that will open locks, open other doors, with the objective of getting out of the room. But there's all sorts of different themes and such that you can do. Ours in particular was based on Fallout.
Oh, yeah, because we split up in guys and girls.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The
What was
girls
the name?
did one called Nautilus or Nautical,
Mm-hmm.
and theirs was
The
all
Nautilus.
boat stuff.
Submarine stuff, but sure.
Okay, sorry. And
That's a good question. Is a submarine a boat?
Yeah.
Technically, it does float.
It is a
It goes in the
naval
water.
vessel.
That's a good. That's.
But is Vessel like a subset of boats?
Vessel is a
Vessel is an
vehicle.
album by 21 Pilots. Done.
Okay.
Vessel is a
Let-
vehicle.
best
Don't think that's the same vessel, man.
Vessel is translated
'Cause the
to a
body can be
vehicle
a
that
vessel,
carries
too.
people.
That's the point.
Yeah.
of
What
the
about
album.
this
But are
vessel?
boats not vehicles that
I
carry
feel it
people, too?
inflamed.
They are. It's just another word. It's a synonym.
Is it a synonym or is it is one a subset of
Do I
the
need
other?
to pull out a thesaurus right now?
I mean, you can if
We
you
have
want.
the world
If you're
at our
that curious,
fingertips.
I just turn to you, the naval expert.
Naval expert? Because I said naval. Naval also means something else. Anyways.
You like belly buttons?
Shot.
Alright, so can
uh,
Bailey, you did the Nautilus one.
Yes,
Can
it
you
was
explain
so fun.
Mm-hmm.
So we started off
You can't give anything away though.
in 2 different rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Had to get in the same room, and then would you know it, there's a 3rd room. So
That no one's in.
yeah, that unlocked later,
Mhm.
and some weird closet. It was lots of fun.
Mm-hmm.
We were on the last puzzle, like solving it as the time ran out,
They
and we
had
were
the
like,
answer and everything.
no.
You were just like trying to put in the answer, kind of.
Yeah, like, I won't tell you the puzzle, but basically, like, we knew what the formula was. We just had to be like, move this one to that, move that one to this, and it would have been fine.
And yeah.
But
So you needed like another like minute or so.
yeah, I would say like 45 seconds to a minute would have been like totally fine.
You were trying to escape like the Kraken or something like that, right?
I wasn't listening to the story that much. I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
shh, I want to solve the puzzles.
It's just like useless background info, solve puzzles.
I think there was a Kraken, yes, but it wasn't a super big.
Yeah. So
Issue.
I think you guys had to do stuff like actually steer the submarines places and stuff like that.
Yeah, we did.
And, get like radio out and like try to go places and stuff.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
No, ours was
Not
was
that complicated.
find put into.
Yes.
You chose right, Ben, because Ben was the one that got to choose for between if the guys got one or the other,
Yeah.
and yours definitely sounded way more complicated.
Yeah.
It was a smidge complicated.
I
but
loved
it was
ours
great.
though
Mhm.
because it was Fallout themed.
Right.
Yes.
It's great. Our objective was, if you played Fallout games, you know that all the shelters are sadistic science experiments, and ours apparently was whoever made it decided to put a nuke in it,
Mm-hmm.
and so
Just casually put a nuke in.
yeah.
What would happen
and
if
so,
you knew?
Which we could see the nuke.
inside of
Yeah,
the
we could literally
shelter?
The nuke was in the fireplace.
And so, like, our objective
Reasonable.
was to disarm the nuke, and then we could get out.
Yeah, we were in Vault 202.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
And it was super fun. Yeah, there's 2 rooms, and you start off in one, and there's a window to the other one.
8 of us? 7 of us?
Yeah.
Something like
Seven.
yeah.
7?
No, 8.
No.
It's
Oh.
8 with Jacob.
Some number of people were in a room solving puzzles.
Oh, Zach was not there, so it was 7.
Yeah. So it was.
We're all cramped in this little tiny room. And there's like,
Yeah, you could see the nuke through the other room. We had to get into that room first, and then disarm the nuke. It was just.
The best thing was the very first thing that we found was, all right, go. And then me and Ian immediately went to the same corner. We opened up this thing and we pulled out a grenade. We're like, we found a grenade!
Yeah, immediately finding grenades, and then Jacob's like shaking this.
Oh,
this
there was
skeleton.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a
Strangling
dead
the
guy.
skeleton.
a skeleton just laying there.
Dead guy.
And the only
Who's
rules
that
for
guy?
the skeleton were don't take off his pants.
Yes.
Yep.
Those
Because
are
you
the
don't
only
know
rules.
him like that. That's exactly what our person told us.
Apparently
Yeah.
a skeleton has
I think
records.
ours was generally straightforward just because
Yes.
the more things that we solved, it gave us more answers for.
Other things.
I think it was
And
just
hints.
harder because we had so many people in there, though.
You think?
Too many cooks.
I don't
I
know.
mean,
I
I
was
think
so.
I was
I
pretty
wish
happy
we had
with
had
that.
2 more people, to be honest.
After we got the second door open, I think there was exactly the number of cooks we needed.
Yeah.
Because I felt like everyone was constantly working.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and we're all
Yeah,
like
and-
2 people over here, 2 people over here, 2 people over here.
Yes, I thought it worked out pretty well, personally. But
Mhm.
yeah, ours was she explained it to us after we finished. Ours was really just find this thing.
Mhm.
It helps you solve the answer.
Yes.
Where theirs is this is just a puzzle, figure it out.
Right.
Mhm.
Like,
And
Pretty
also
much.
find this thing, but it's a part of a puzzle.
yeah.
That or we're just wicked smart. I don't really know, but
It's probably that one.
We did well. The boys ended up
With 10
actually,
minutes left.
yeah, with 9.5 minutes, we finished.
it
but,
could have
like,
been less time. It could have been
Yeah,
less
we-
time.
Well, because
It's because of you two. With the freaking origami mat.
Oh no.
no,
I wasn't. I was talking about the button.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, we could've
How
pressed
many
the button.
people looked at that canteen?
I don't know, but anyway.
Well, we can't go too far.
I
into
never
it,
I
but-
never saw the canteen, but there was
Nick's
also
like, don't look at me.
there was a button in the room.
There was
Yeah.
a button.
Thank God you guys didn't.
So
Or did?
I
don't
won.
know.
No, it would've been bad.
So there's a button. So
There's a button.
you have the chance to like. There's like you have 5 hints that you can have throughout the whole thing. Guys from our
Three,
guys
I
from our
think so.
sister,
Hey.
Hey.
What's up, dude?
Hi.
Friendly Martian.
So you have 5 clues, and everyone has to stand there and wave their arms, or she won't give you the clue.
The majority.
Majority.
Oh,
yes.
the vast majority.
Yeah.
So, but everyone has to do it, and then she'll give you the clue.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a button in the room that like anyone can touch at any time,
You
and
don't have to make a joint decision.
no, it's, and,
Yeah, one individual can just be like, "Fuck it," button.
Button time.
and there's a randomizer that she has, I guess, on her computer, and she hits it when you start, and whatever it pulls up, that's what would happen if someone touched the button.
The first time you press the button is a 50-50 chance of something good happening or something bad happening. If you were to press the button a second or more time,
Then
It's
only
just-
bad.
it's only bad.
I'm trying to imagine a scenario where people would press the button a second time, like one person got fed up with the group and just like
Just
beep,
smashing
beep,
it.
beep.
There's
You
Sam.
don't know me. Oh, Sam's here?
Hi,
Sam.
Yeah, but did you guys have an animatronic
Animatronic.
scuba diver who didn't do literally anything?
That's
What?
true. There was a scuba diver in our room.
Oh yeah, no,
Behind
we
a-
did not have that.
Behind like a
Oh,
glass thing.
you couldn't interact with them?
No,
Oh.
unfortunately.
We
We were
could-
like, I really wanted
See,
to
we
do
had a
something.
skelly man that we could do whatever we wanted to him.
Yeah.
Except for take his pants
Except-
off.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because we don't know him like that.
I mean, we did do other things to him.
Jacob molested that.
We definitely invaded
No.
his personal space.
Yes.
Jacob shook the shit out of him.
Okay, so that was the escape room. What else
Mhm.
did you guys do that day?
We then went and ate at hibachi, which is my favorite food in the world.
Mm-hmm.
True. It was really good. And
That was a lot of
sushi.
food.
Yeah,
I
then we
had
went,
so much sushi.
went to a party at Sword Staircase and got litty.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Harry Potter themed, kind of. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
Loosely Harry Potter themed.
Very loosely.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty Harry Potter themed.
No, I mean
Just that there were
decor.
2 houses and the decor was, but
Yeah,
otherwise.
yeah.
We played the Harry Potter Trivial Pursuit, not Trivial Pursuit.
Trivia.
Jeopardy.
It was like it was a Jeopardy thing that somebody was
Mhm.
homemade.
I loved it.
And we got drunk. All of us, pretty much. I think everyone here.
Yeah, I got drunk.
You got
Yeah.
drunk.
I believe so.
It
Mhm.
might be the drunkest I've ever gotten.
These two.
I took 2 double shots on accident.
I was
Listen,
getting pretty borderline.
we had great
like,
conversation.
pushing
We
shit.
had a good time.
Oh
Do you
my
remember
god.
it?
We were having some
Yeah.
heart-to-heart moments.
Yeah.
So-
Because
I-
you were very worried that you were going to forget what was going on.
Mhm.
I forgot.
He
I
did.
remember
He
everything.
did.
So I was sitting in between. So Will was to my left, and then Alex and Ben were to my right, and I was kind of hopping in between conversations, and I would like listen to them, but then I would listen to Will, and then I went back to Alex and Ben, and Alex did this. He put his hand on Ben. He's like, "I want you to know that I appreciate you.
Mm.
I don't say this enough, but
He's
I
a lovey
really
drunk.
do. I probably don't even say it at all, but I appreciate
Alex,
you." And then Ben's
I love and
like, you know,
appreciate you too.
thanks, bud. Blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, Ben, he appreciates you. And then he turns to me and he puts his hand on me. He's like, I appreciate you too, Nick. And I'm just like, God damn it.
I
Alex
loved
becomes
it.
Gotta
a very
share the
lovely
love.
drunk.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Sweet.
great.
Mm-hmm. It was awesome. And then we got to play a couple of cool drinking games while we were doing that.
Always
I
a
don't
new
know if they
drinking
would
game
be
to learn.
cool.
Yeah.
Will got his ass kicked.
Oh my god, we made Will drink.
It was
so
your
much.
fault.
Yeah, I
It
know.
was
It
your
was just me and Megan
Why
tag
is it that
teaming you.
whenever I play a drinking game with y'all, that you are right in front of me and force me to drink
Sorry.
every time?
I was doing pretty good holding my
So-
own on that too. That was a lot
That's
of
true.
fun.
So for the people that don't, for the audience, the game we were playing is that there was a bunch of cups in the center, and that
It's called Stack Cup.
Stack Cup. I didn't know the name of it, so
Yeah.
thank you. So each person had one cup, or two people had one cup, and it was being passed around, and you had to bounce a ping pong ball into the cup. You couldn't pass it along until you got the ball into the cup. And if somebody laps you, so like we were in a circle right now, I had my cup, Will had his cup, and he got his first, he could stack it on top of mine, and I would have to drink one of the copious drinks from the middle.
Yeah, and
But
pass the other one on.
The caveat to this is, if you're the first, if you get it and your first bounce gets in, I wouldn't have to pass it to Ben. I could pass it to whoever I
Yeah,
wanted
you
in
could
the
pass
table.
it to me, type thing, and then I could stack Will.
So what happened is that people kept sniping Will.
It was
No.
it was Majors and I. So
And-
Majors
Oh, yeah.
would get it in one go.
And then
She'd
you'd pass
stack
it
it
over.
to me, and then I'd get it in, and then stack it on Will.
There'll be the 1 or 2 times that Majors didn't get it on the first try, but then she'd pass it to me. Then I got it on the first try, and I was like, "There you go, Bailey."
It was just straight.
It was pretty fun though because
Those
like
good times.
you keep stacking the same 1 or 2 cups, so it gets taller and it's harder to get in.
Yeah.
So you can keep stacking the same thing over and over and over.
It's easier for people to lap on you
Yeah.
because you're like trying to get in
Oh
there.
god, when that had like 10 plus cups in there, it was like, how the heck do I do this?
It's
It
pretty
was
fun.
great.
I like
It-
that. I played something similar to that though.
Yeah, it's like quarters mixed with beer pong.
Mm-hmm.
True.
It's
Yes.
really good.
We played a lot of other games that night. Trying to remember if anything noticeable or noteworthy.
We played
I don't
with,
know.
we
I
played
don't,
with
I don't
balloons.
remember shit.
Yeah, we played Hang Out with Friends and Talk a bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Jeopardy was a little jank. Like it.
It
Like
was jacked
it was.
up.
It's like they just put the questions in the wrong point value.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
And there was one that was like
Not
the
right.
category was movie, and it was like
It's the first one we picked.
it was like in the movie.
Or
What
in the
is
book.
in there in the book? And it was like what?
Or
No,
it was like, what happens that wasn't in the or
Oh yeah,
like
it was for Sorcerer's Stone when they had all the trials, and
Oh,
it was
yeah,
like
what trial
what
wasn't in
3
the-
trials that
No, there was
were in
another
the
one I
book.
remember.
That was the one
weren't
that
in
was
the
just
movie.
straight up wrong. We were like, no, that's not.
But there was
That's not
one
right.
that was like, it was like this happened in the book but not in the movie,
Right.
and it was like, why
Why
is this in the movie
movies?
category?
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
I don't know.
If you would have had to have read the books.
There's the word movie in the question.
Yeah,
It's
I
fine.
guess.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was one that was like worth 400 out of 500. That was like, what is the bank of Hogwarts? It's
Yeah.
like, why is this 400 points?
Mm-hmm.
So
fun.
then afterwards, we all split. The guys stayed, and then the girls, for the most part, went to Sam's place
Mhm. Yeah.
and spent the night and tried to sleep.
Mhm.
And the next day, we all had brunch.
Yeah.
brunch.
Brunch was good. A
Brunch.
little bougie, but it was good.
Little what?
A little bit.
Bougie.
Bougie.
Bad
Meaning
bougie?
like overpriced.
Yes.
But
Very amazing.
it's a
Fan-
brunch place,
fancy.
so what are you gonna ask for?
Yeah, I was like, this is not the place for me. I am
Why
not
aren't we
a-
at Cracker Barrel?
Yes. But they brought out biscuits, and I was like, oh, this place
Oh,
isn't
yeah.
so
That's
bad
pretty good.
anymore.
Yeah, the biscuits are good.
That's what Nick said to me as we were walking in. He's like, I just want biscuits.
I was like, I just want biscuits and gravy, but there's not going to be
There's
any
no
gravy
gravy.
here. I know it.
I don't think there was gravy there either.
I had a cheeseburger.
That's kind of close.
that was like the most, like, I don't know,
Savory.
comfort
Yeah.
food that I could find there.
Ah, yes.
Other than the
the
lobster.
classic brunch food.
A burger.
got.
What was the lobster thing? It was like a,
It was
Oh, it
like
looked
a lobster
so good.
omelet.
yeah.
It was
Is that what you
alright.
had too?
No, I had a BLT.
Oh.
It was alright.
Yeah.
And
Yeah?
steak and eggs.
They were. I was completely out of my mind at that point because I did not sleep at all.
Not a wink.
Not a wink. Between the party and the brunch,
Mm-hmm.
because some people kept getting. I was sleeping with 3 other dudes in the same room,
Mm-hmm.
and some of them were snoring. Some of them were getting up to go to the bathroom multiple times in the night.
When you drink, you gotta pee.
Yeah.
You break
What
the
can I say
dam,
about it?
the dam will burst.
And I was like, you know
Over
what, it's
and
fine,
over.
it's understandable, it's fine. And then I was like, also, my bed is really uncomfortable, and fuck it, I'm not sleeping
Because you
tonight.
were sleeping on a 4-year-old Spider-Man bed.
And the problem was the head cushion. Other than that,
I
it was
should
really
rephrase
fine.
that. 4-year-olds.
Mhm.
Yes, actually, I think it's more of like a 10-year-old. It's actually like full length as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Stop your judging.
Yeah. Anyways, so then I just like went into like the sunroom and I chilled out with the dog for like most of the morning.
Aw.
And I was just like, staring out the window and thought. And I was like, this is one of these days. So I was completely out of my mind by the time I hit the brunch. So when I hit the brunch, I had a couple of cups of coffee and I was like, oh my god, what is happening?
I can hear colors.
I can taste the air. So I was going nuts.
You were wild. Nick became feral that morning.
And then I was like, I drove Ben back to the apartment and I said, goodbye everybody. And I drove all the way home. And I got home and I was like, bed. And I laid down in bed and I was like, oh my god, I shouldn't have drank the coffee. I can't go to sleep.
So you take a melatonin.
Yeah, you knock yourself out.
Yeah, I was just like fucking wired. It was weird. I'd never been so awake and tired at the same time. It
Now-
didn't make any sense.
Now, where's that Benadryl?
Pills to offset the shakes.
Yeah,
To
really.
offset the pills.
But yes. Did you guys have a good time?
I had so
Oh, yeah.
much fun.
It was
I'm
amazing.
so annoyed that they didn't just let us finish the escape room.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Oh, right.
Yeah.
It's like you had it.
I
Just stop the timer for a second and be
Just
like,
like,
oh, you guys just barely made it.
I can tell you what the answer is. Just don't make me take time.
One more minute.
But yeah, it was so much fun.
What was your favorite part about the
I
whole thing?
liked Stack Cup. It was so fun.
Stack up?
Yeah.
What about you, Ben?
I really enjoyed the escape room. I mean, the party was
I
fun.
also
and I
love
loved
the
everything
escape
about
room.
it. But
No, I want to go back to the.
I want
another
to
escape
make
room.
that
Yeah.
a friend
I've never
routine
done
thing
one,
that we
so,
do
like,
semi-regularly.
I'd love to do that over and
That's
over.
it's actually pretty close, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's
We
fun.
gotta get our stamps and our free share.
Stamps.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Get your stamps. Well, it's good that you guys had a good time and everything like that.
Yeah, it was a blast. I loved it.
Freaking blast.
So all that to say,
Stop talking about us.
we didn't record last Sunday.
Yeah. That's
So a couple people were
A little
semi-tired.
That's a polite way of saying hungover.
Yes. So that is why we did not record or stream
No.
last week.
But
Mhm.
we have had plenty of postings for Let's Plays. We have been doing some
Yeah.
spooky.
Yeah, thank God for Nick.
What?
Because you've been pumping out the Outlast, and I just have been slacking.
Yeah,
so
I'm hoping
hard.
it's decent though.
I
when
think
they're
it's
posted.
great.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so me and Alex we're doing Outlast. Alex was playing it, and I've just
Attempting to.
and I've been just doing some fun little edits and posting those out. I've only posted like 4 episodes so far. It was just within the same week, pretty much. And then we also have a playthrough of me and Ben doing Alien,
Where
and
Nick's playing.
yes, and I'm playing that, and Ben is editing that, which I think is. I was talking to Will about this earlier, and I was like, I think I like the fact that I'm not editing my own playthrough. If that
Yeah.
makes sense. Like
Right,
I'm not
yeah.
editing what I'm playing.
Yeah,
right?
that makes sense.
Yeah, because I feel like I don't think I could get a different, creative aspect that the viewers would find.
That's
Mhm.
fair. I enjoy. I'm glad that you edited the Luigi's Mansion stuff because I don't think I could have done that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't really edit that much in Luigi's Mansion.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I would have. I don't know.
I was like 24 episodes.
Hey, it worked.
It did. But I think I'm gonna put more and more effort into editing now that I'm starting to do that now.
Mhm.
Yes.
And it's great. I love
I
it.
think you're doing a great job already.
Oh, I appreciate it. But yeah, we've had some interesting experiences with our Let's Plays in terms of recording.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
Oh my god.
Uh,
That's another reason why Alien has taken so long to get out.
mhm.
Is because
Mishaps.
I don't know what happened with Nick's mic. So we started recording the first episode and we listened back and we couldn't hear any game
Well,
audio.
first we recorded multiple episodes. We recorded 3 episodes, I think.
No. I'm
And we
talking
noticed-
like the very, very beginning. We recorded
Oh.
one episode, listened
Mhm.
back, and then the game audio was almost silent.
Yeah.
So then we recorded like 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah. And like at the very beginning, we're like, okay, mic's picking up, everything's cool, we're good, and we recorded 3 episodes. And then we're like, we wonder how that sounds. So we pulled up the 3rd episode, and we're like, where's our mic?
None of our commentary at all.
I'm like, okay, let's go to the second episode. Nothing.
What the fuck? So,
We go to the first episode. It's like, we have
thank
something.
God, it's there.
It's there. So it was like, all right, we have the first episode.
We're fine.
We're fine. And then,
So
then we recorded the second and third episode again. We're like, cool.
Now we're set.
Yes.
We're good.
So then I send Ben the videos. And then,
Like 4 minutes into the first one, the mic's gone.
yeah.
It's like,
oh my god.
Fuck
So
this.
then
That's
we're
awful.
like, fuck, we gotta re-record the first episode again. So then we do that, but then I save, and it overwrites the save for the previous things. So not only do we have to re-record the first episode, but then I had to play through the second and third episode in order to get to the
back
fourth
the point where
episode.
you were.
Fuck!
But Alien 1 is out and Alien 2 is ready. It's just, I haven't actually scheduled it to post yet.
Okay, that's cool. We're probably gonna post this podcast first, I think. Or do you want? Yeah, we'll talk about
Figure
that
it
later.
out.
But yes, that was
Fun.
fun, aggravating.
Not aggravating at all.
Yes. Then we have Alex's playthrough on
And
Outlast.
that's a whole other side of aggravating.
How are you doing?
Hey, how's it going? What's his name?
Mozzie?
Motzi?
Hello, Motzi.
Or it's either Motzi or Mozzie. Thanks for tuning in. Anyways, so Alex, the way he plays. Ooh, who's that?
Hello.
Ben Funky?
Ben Funky.
Hey, Ben. My
Hey,
name's Ben.
there's a bin here.
Hey, awesome. Thanks for tuning in, by the way. So
Tune in.
the way Alex plays
Pisses me off.
is,
What do you mean?
let's
Pisses
say
me off, Alex.
you're on a bridge. Okay, you say you're on a bridge.
I'm
Okay,
picturing it.
and you need to get to the other side, obviously, and there's nothing really going on the bridge.
Okay.
But you hear all this crazy shit happening to the left of the bridge.
Are you going to look at it?
Nope. He's
Why
just
bother?
He's just gonna go straight down the
Shot
bridge.
down the head.
There could be something awesome happening. Like some dude's head could be ripped off, which he didn't look at. I was like, that's so cool, but he didn't look at it. He's just, nope, I don't care.
Oh man, you're like a developer's nightmare. They're like,
Good.
please look
Have
at
you
my
had your
game.
Rosa?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means. Man, whatever. Anyways,
Well,
but yeah, so Alex is very like objective. I'm going here. I don't care about anything else that's happening. Also, if something is like he hears footsteps coming towards him, he doesn't turn to see where the footsteps
Wait,
are.
let's correct that statement. I don't hear them.
You-
That's why I didn't see the scene that everyone says I miss. Like I
Yes.
didn't hear it. Otherwise, I would have looked. But
That happens throughout the
I'm gonna try to defend myself real quick, and it's not much of a defense, but
So basically,
when
I'm,
you are, I'm like trying to think of what to say, trying to like take in everything of the game of a game I've never played before. I can't hear everything. Like it comes in my ear, one ear and out the other.
Right.
So I'm just like I'm trying to focus on just getting through.
So next time we record, I'm gonna give you the louder set of headphones.
Yes.
And
Good
I'm gonna
call.
blast that, and you're like, okay, this boy's gonna be able to, yeah. Say Kame? Cosme. I don't know. I'm not gonna say that.
Is
Whatever.
it that?
Oh.
No.
No. Who is that, by the way, Will?
It's Toka Yatogami.
From.
Data Live.
Ben knows that, right?
It's a nice figure, by
No,
the way.
you don't know Data
I don't think
Live?
I've said it before, but
Zach
I like it.
knows.
Yeah, that's one of my more expensive ones.
Did you get that? Was that a gift from someone, or did you?
No,
Did you just get?
I would kill you.
I like the sword. The sword's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Pointy.
So Ben, what are your reactions on how Let's Play, like compared to watching Let's Plays on YouTube to recording? What's your reactions, and how do you feel about it?
It's definitely a cool experience.
Mm-hmm.
Like knowing what some of my favorite YouTubers go through to put out content has been pretty nice. I mean, I know that they have people that edit their videos and all this sort of stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't know. But I'm enjoying it. How about Alex?
Yeah, Alex, what are your?
How
My
do you feel
thought. I feel like I got better since the first episode.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still not much. Like I've never done like a let's play before Wind Waker.
Yeah.
So it's a whole new world of like a lot of more things to think about than you think.
Yeah,
And,
no,
like-
I gotcha. I agree. It's definitely, I don't know. It's just a good experience.
No, that's to say I've definitely enjoyed every moment of it.
Good.
It's just a whole new skill set to learn. Of,
Yeah,
like
'cause you
being
have
being
to-
like constantly engaging during the whole like you can't just be like you can't play games like you normally do.
Yeah,
You can't just like sit there and just go through it.
Right, you have to actually make commentary on what you're doing, what you're thinking,
Mhm.
how it's going along,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
making jokes at some point.
Yes.
Yes.
It's just like,
Which, as Nick said before, is a harder thing to do in a horror game than
Yes.
a dialogue-heavy thing than say Wind Waker.
yeah, where it's like not
Mm-hmm.
like Wind Waker. There's no talking, or at least no audible talking.
Right.
So it's you making voices, which
Yes.
can be funny. It's like there's so much opportunity there. Where in horror games, it's usually pretty narrative. There's people talking to you and shit's happening. So,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah, I mean, it's also a lot of it has to do with synergy.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
that's something that me and Will have to work on just a little bit.
Nah, I don't think so.
Well,
No?
it's like I don't care too.
Actually, I think whenever we get Pokemon Stadium out, I think we did pretty good on that. Whenever we started talking about, because I think we were starting to go more part of our competitive aspect on it.
Oh yes.
That's one thing that's definitely true about you two.
Yes.
Yeah, we shouldn't be
Nemesis.
left in the same room together because we would kill each other.
I think my Instagram post perfectly summed it up.
Which one was this again?
The one where Nick is laughing and you are so dead tired. That
And like, yeah, you're like, I think his arms across or
Yeah.
something like that, and I'm
Did
just
you
like,
not see
it was
ah.
at my birthday party.
Oh yeah.
On the group me, yeah.
Follow us on Instagram.
Mhm.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh, and if you want to see any of those Let's Plays that we have up, we have the Talking Swibs YouTube
We have
channel.
all our links below.
If you look
Yes.
down.
Check us out.
But yeah, like a lot of it, I think the way I act with Alex is different from the way I act with Ben. Also, it's
Right.
different because I'm playing the game with
Mhm.
Ben and I am watching Alex.
Observer.
Right, but you were watching me play Luigi's Mansion,
Yes.
so. you
And
can-
Sam, I can change my answer.
What was this? What are your answers for Mortal Enemy question? Ugh.
I can always change my answer to you, Sam.
Oh god. Anyway, so here's a topic of news. I don't know if you guys have seen or heard.
Okay.
What's up?
Did you guys hear that Belle Delphine is claiming that she got arrested?
She's claiming that she got arrested.
Yep, I saw that.
She posted it on her Twitter.
How does one claim that she got
Yeah,
arrested?
Posted a mugshot. Said I got arrested.
But
how are
they
you
found-
posting?
But they've
How are you
also
posting
found
this?
that it's like there's no record whatsoever.
You
can't
don't get a picture of your own
No, I
mugshot.
I know.
Nick would know.
I know.
They don't
They
really
print it
even.
out for you.
They don't even do that. Really.
It's like a trip to Olin Mills.
They don't really do the mugshot thing.
I thought it was funny.
She's in like UK, right? Isn't she?
I thought she
I
was
have
in
no
America.
idea
Is
where
she
she
in
is.
America?
I thought so.
Okay.
But regardless, for those who don't know, Belle Delphine used to be a Twitch streamer, Instagram sensation. She's the girl who was selling her own bath water. And
I think she's big on TikTok. Is the thing right now.
yeah, she's big on
Probably.
TikTok. But she got pulled from Instagram,
Mhm.
and when that happened, she went silent for months.
Yeah.
And then she just recently posted that she got arrested.
Whatever.
I just wanted to get y'all's reactions
Did
to
she
that.
did she get banned because of the bathwater thing? Or was
No.
it-
No,
she's
I think
just-
she was just too lewd of content.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
for Instagram. Like she's still on Twitter.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So
Which
where
is a
the places,
hellfire.
yeah,
Yeah.
post anything you want.
Yeah, she was selling her gamer girl bathwater.
Yes, I did see that. That is.
Which I think wasn't a thing that was like scientists actually tested.
Yeah, they
it?
actually tested it and proved that there was no DNA in it.
Yeah, so it's just
It was just water.
It's just water.
Just water. God. The world has come to.
I'd say if there's people that are desperate enough to buy it, then you can be desperate enough to sell it.
Listen, I'm not saying that she's necessarily wrong for selling it, but it was illegal to like false advertising.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
If she wanted to actually bathe and sell that out, whatever. Because there are people who are gonna buy it, but like,
Is it illegal to
No.
False
I mean, that's-
advertise that? If
I
you're
thought
selling it
that
on like eBay.
I would
I would,
I would imagine.
Maybe if you don't have a business license. I don't know.
I don't know. It depends on how she markets it. Like,
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah, there could be like subtext, you know,
Mhm.
type thing or wording. It's like, oh yeah, it came from my bath, but I wasn't in it.
In it.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah.
Oh.
So many little nuances you can
It's
add
just
in.
called gamer girl bath water. You could argue that that means like, oh, it's just water that you put in your bath.
That's
No.
true.
I'm so sad that she's gotten so much attention. That's just me.
Also
Let's
true.
stop talking about
I
her.
was about to say,
Yeah,
we're talking about it.
Yes.
Sorry, I brought it up.
No, you're
No,
fine.
I appreciate the update. Thank you,
Yeah.
Ben.
Mhm.
Just like I saw it on Twitter as I was scrolling, I was like, I don't even follow you. Why the shit am I seeing this?
Mhm.
But-
Ethan from H3H3. That's why.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's why. 'Cause, okay,
That's how I feel like about half my YouTube recommended videos.
yeah.
Is like, why is this category of thing here? It will randomly, and then I click on it, and then for the next day, like half my feed is that topic.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Like-
That's what happened to
Are
me.
you okay?
I watched.
That was great. Oh.
Here he
What?
is. He's alive now.
We'll just all God.
Welcome back to the glad you could join us.
Wow, I needed to crack my neck bad.
That's what happened to me. Like I was just scrolling, and then randomly this guy's like, "My scorpion collection." I was like, "Scorpions, click!" And then like, and then my recommended afterwards, it's like, you know, fucking my spider collection, my this, my that, my this,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I just want to watch
Stop
the
it,
scorpion
please.
one, and it wasn't even that impressive. There's only like one really cool scorpion that was like, you know, scorpion, and all the others was like little tiny baby ones. Like fuck that.
What's
Man.
the weirdest YouTube stream you've gotten on? I have a very specific answer, which is why I asked this.
Okay.
I randomly watched one video that was like unclogging a street drain because I was like,
Oh.
like when the streets flooded.
I think I've
how
seen
do you
that.
do that?
And it's like a whole like lot, and it just all drains down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've seen that.
So I watched so many of those videos. I was like, this is like really soothing actually, to just like clear all that debris and then.
I think the weirdest one I got on was this virtual YouTube tour of a green tea farm in Japan.
Oh, that
It
sounds
was
cool
that sounds
actually.
Strange. Like
sounds
I
really
don't
interesting.
understand how I got there,
Yeah.
but I was just like,
I'll watch it.
green tea.
Oh, that's fun.
I like green tea. I'll see where it comes from.
I like farms.
Oh my gosh! But it's interesting.
I'm interested what you're gonna say because you guys basically like, I don't know. You guys hop back and forth on your YouTube channels, and you kind of. Do you
Yeah.
guys watch the same stuff or no?
No.
No, not at
No,
all.
not at all.
No,
I watch anything and everything. Let me just say it right
I
now.
watch mostly just game videos. I really like Did You Know Gaming.
I do too.
Oh, yeah.
That's such a great.
Yeah, I
channel.
agree.
Do you
actually.
guys watch YouTube on the same channel, like
No.
on your? So you just watch on your own accounts?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll accidentally watch things on the Swims account though.
I know. You probably got on there, and there's so much DBZ shit on here now.
I'll go back on there and it's like this is like if Nick and I had a baby, like this is the weirdest but the combination of shit. But my feed is currently flooded with community stuff
Mm-hmm.
because I just finished the series
Right.
and I watched like one video. It was called like Why Did Community Die? And it's like okay.
Okay.
And now it's like season 3 through 7 bloopers. 1 through 3 bloopers. Like,
Yeah.
But
Same video, different title.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what mine currently.
I love
is right
YouTube,
now.
dude. It's
I've
my fave.
I think I don't know. I just go on these like random like you dive on YouTube videos. The most recent one was the Lion Whisperer guy, where he lives over out in Africa and he has his own area where he keeps various like big cats and stuff like that.
Ooh.
And he's known as a lion whisperer because he actually, all these animals, lions, panthers, leopards, hyenas, they all actually get in contact with him. Like he actually pets them and stuff because he hand raised them when they were babies because of like certain circumstances.
My dream.
Yes. So like he's actually gotten to know over the years because it's not like it was a recent thing for him. He's been doing it for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But he's only been documenting it for the past like a couple of years since like YouTube started getting a little bit bigger. So like he'll be like you know, he's all right. Today I'm gonna be treating Abella's wound today. Blah 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 blah. And then he goes and like, cause they'll like claw each other sometimes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I was watching the hyena stuff. So now I have a sudden love for hyenas.
Yeah.
I'm like, they are so awesome. They're like a cooler version of dogs. So yeah, that was my recent dive. But like I always remember like watching like the 5,000 degree knife or the pressure,
Oh, I
the
love
press
those.
stuff where they
Oh,
break
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's satisfying.
Or what happens when you pour like molten iron on
An anthill.
yeah on an anthill.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he
I know, I've
takes it
seen
out
that
and
one.
it's art. You've
Yeah.
seen that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that
so
is
cool.
freaking amazing.
I love that
I
video.
want one of those.
I also
Right.
used to watch Coyote Peterson sting himself with those.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like,
I can't do
I got
that.
stuck on it, and like all of a sudden I'm just like, you deserve everything
I
that's
remember-
about to happen to you.
I remember going to your house and I remember you were watching that stuff. I was like, ugh.
He overreacts.
Yes.
That's my opinion about it.
I think I would
I
react
would
pretty
probably be
wildly
about
if
the
I was
same.
got stung by something. I'm
No,
not
some
sure.
of the ones it's like,
Although I can't say because I haven't seen it personally, but I can't imagine. I imagine at least some of it's genuine.
He actually has a show now on like Animal Planet or something.
Oh, yeah.
So I've stopped watching him.
He's mainstream now, and I'm hipster, so
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
We all go on our little YouTube like dives.
No, but I am excited now because Halloween is here. So I don't think any of y'all have cable, do y'all?
No.
I do.
I just thought about
Ain't
that.
nobody got time.
I
for
watch
that.
PlayStation View, but I've been watching.
Ain't nobody got money for that.
I've been watching like the Halloween
Ain't nobody want to
Bake
watch
Off.
commercials.
You've been watching
I've
what?
been watching the Halloween Bake Off thing. That
Ooh.
happens at Cooking Channel. So like you see all of these people come in and they have to do a certain thing and they start making like the different Halloween like candy treats and all this.
I love that.
It's cool.
So me and Ben would be on Discord and just like editing our videos independently. And then I'll be hearing whatever Bailey's watching off in the background. And
What are you talking about, Nick?
and it's like I think it's like the Great British Bake Off
Yeah,
or
that's
something.
what it is.
and like it's like, yeah, Bailey's watching that and I was like, what? And like I'm listening, I'm like, I hear a lot of British English speak. And I think I heard something about crumpets or something like that. Like, it's just like, or some sort of food. And I was like,
So
sitting there.
Sam wants to do a Halloween Bake Off.
Ooh,
Sounds good.
that's a great idea.
Then we'll do a Halloween
Halloween
bake-off.
party.
Sounds like a YouTube video.
Whoa.
Everybody
Oh,
bring
God.
their best Halloween dish. I think that's a good idea.
Oh, I got mine already.
What's the extent of your cooking?
You can drop it off in the morning
the
since you're
extent
going
of my
to the
cooking?
thing.
What do you mean by the extent of my cooking?
Are you
I-
are you a culinary expert?
He is.
Can you
He
cook?
absolutely is. He can spin sugar. He can make beef Wellington.
Yeah, fuck that.
He can make his own pasta. I'm hyping you up, Will.
Yeah, no, don't even try to hype me up because I will let every expectation die.
I was like, I
Or
don't
you
know
just
bowl
pretty
hot
basic.
dogs.
I mean, no, I know how to.
You made burgers. They were good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
was
were
gonna say-
pre-made burgers from fucking Walmart.
You heated them up.
I put them on the grill.
Grilling is an art.
No, but in all honesty, wait, this is genius.
Yes, I'm not at all opposed.
Okay, okay,
We're gonna do it. But anyways,
we'll do it. Anyways, I don't know. I do cook. I do like to cook, but
I
because I'm
don't.
living at home, my mom cooks a lot,
Yes.
so I
would
don't
love
cook
that.
a lot.
Oh.
So you do like cooking. What do you
Yeah.
like to cook? If you had the chance to
Ramen.
cook.
If you were gonna cook for us for
I'm
dinner,
gonna cook
You
for
actually do,
y'all.
though.
for a dinner,
I do probably cream cheese chicken, which sounds really weird, but it's
No, I love chicken.
It sounds interesting,
Thanks.
but I've learned.
Cheese!
It sounds interesting, but I've learned to not knock anything until I've tried it.
yes,
Yeah.
I'm also
like cream cheese chicken, or I do a poppy seed chicken for y'all.
Oh,
Ooh,
yum.
home base.
Alex, what's the extent of your cooking? I've never seen you cook like ever.
I gotta
This man
Don't.
burns cereal.
Well, the extent of my cooking is throwing ingredients together for a salad, if you call that, and microwaving a veggie burger for protein.
Healthy.
No
Are you
veggie.
vegetarian?
No.
Oh,
It
But,
was
that's,
when
but
he had
those
a.
are more easily accessible than for work lunches.
oh, that's fair.
He
That's
had
fair.
that running.
You don't have to worry about like getting salmonella from like an undercooked. It's like, oh, my veggie
That would be
burger's kind of
impressive.
cold.
Can you imagine
Yeah, that's a
like
good point.
flipping vegans and stuff like that, or like vegetarians, and be like, I got salmonella from a
What is your
veggie
signature
burger.
salad, Alex? According to
The signature salad, which incidentally,
It's the
also goes
Subway
great on a
salad.
Subway sandwich. Which is
It's
how I
the
made the
Subway
salad.
salad.
He used to work at Subway.
I know, that's
He
where I
used to do
perfected
the
it.
chopper.
I perfected the art of
chopped
the salad and the sandwich. You don't have to go fancy with meat. Just get yourself some turkey. It's all good.
But he was not allowed to handle any of the meat. He
No.
was not allowed to toast the bread, or else it'd be completely like burnt,
Oh yes,
blackened.
Hey, but he can make a damn good cookie.
A multi-layer cookie. I can get
As in,
You put two of the
Has
cookies
to be.
together
So
and
you-
start.
Oh, I guess I can
Yeah.
get it.
Subway.
Yeah, we call them mega cookies. One of my coworkers got me into it, and our managers did not give a crap about what we did. They weren't even there after 3 consistently.
Oh,
So yeah, we just stacked cookies and just used the oven as we wanted, just for like use the whole oven just for one cookie, and just smack 2 doughs on top to let them melt it to each other.
That sounds good.
It is excellent.
What's in your
But-
salad though?
Oh, the salad. You get some turkey.
Okay.
Get some pepper jack cheese. If you're on a sandwich, toast that shit. Because you want to get it nice and toasty. Get yourself some spinach, and then here's the combo: banana peppers and onions.
Yum. That actually does sound
That is the signature combo right there. You can never go wrong with it on anything.
I like olives.
Ben and Bailey, who normally cooks between you guys?
Ben normally,
but rarely.
but rarely. Yeah. If I cook, I
Bitch, we
make.
got Wendy's.
If I'm cooking, I make one of 2 things.
Okay.
And there's other things, but
Mostly.
my staples are chicken parmesan.
So good.
It is really good with zucchini and a Caesar salad. It's delish,
You lost.
but
Honestly,
Me.
so good.
takes so much time. Or I make tacos. Or any variant of taco related things like enchilada, quesadilla,
Like at a certain
burrito.
birthday party that we
I
had.
Yeah.
was gonna say I could attest
Nachos.
to the quality of the tacos.
I'm a taco fan. You know what?
'Cause
No one ever says
easy
no
as
to a
hell.
taco. Yeah.
But it's good.
No, I'm not knocking it. I'm saying it's easy as hell. It's cheap and it's
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 good.
good
Great.
stuff.
Benny boy.
I love making ramen.
Yeah.
I made ramen in the Instant Pot not too long ago.
Ooh.
Like actual ramen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was so
good ramen. Although we didn't have seaweed.
Yeah. That was the only thing.
Yeah.
My favorite.
And I went by a recipe,
Mhm.
but I would add things to it myself. I just didn't want to get it wrong because the Instant Pot scares me. But like,
Me too.
it's a pressure cooker.
Mm.
So like, you like put the cap on and you like lock it in place.
Oh.
It's like, oh shit. And then you start it and like there's obviously a release for the steam. And you can either have it on regular or high, and the recipe had you have it on regular, and then you like cook something for 10 minutes and then you turn it onto high release, and so like you push the thing and
Oh.
like the steam
Yeah.
comes out so fast and it's like cold. It's
Yeah.
really weird. But like
It's so hot that it burned all your
Well, that's what
nerves
I was
off,
worried
so it's just
about.
cold.
The first time I used it, yeah, I undid it and like the steam came out and I was like, ah, because it got on my hand.
Uh-huh.
But it was cold. But I was like,
I'm dying. I need to go to the hospital.
It's better than it being hot. That'd be like opening like the dishwasher like before it got
Oh.
done, and then like
Yes.
getting blasted with
oh
steam.
my god, that'd be
that
horrible.
happens to me every time.
Oh no!
That's why I never unload the dishwasher for a week.
Yeah,
that's
that's why.
the reason.
The very specific.
I've been burned
reason.
before.
Very nice.
What's your signature food if you're cooking?
Italian. All things Italian,
Italian's easy.
which is summarized in some sort of bread or noodle
Or
or,
noodle.
pasta.
Mm-hmm.
Well, noodle is pasta. Combined with sauce and cheese.
It's easy.
Also,
Can't go
I'm the
wrong.
ultimate scavenger in terms of I find random ingredients and I put it together to make some sort of comfort food.
we just need to have a cook-off.
A cook-off. Well, we're gonna have the Halloween bake thing apparently now.
Yeah, we should do that. We should also do like potluck for Thanksgiving time.
However,
Ooh.
there is one person I will never go against in some sort of cook-off, and that is Sarah Kate.
Oh yeah.
God, no.
She's too good. She's way too
No,
good.
you can't do that.
It's like,
Skip
I
that
challenge
shit.
you in desserts. No.
Oh,
No, no, you'll lose.
Please, God, no.
You'll
No.
for sure lose.
I'm sorry for whatever I did. I'm sorry.
No, she's
Thanksgiving
she's insane.
I think that sounds like a good idea.
I was playing games with Sawyer, and I was playing with Destiny with Sawyer over Xbox, and like almost every night, it was, Sarah Kay would walk into the door. I'm like, yeah, Sarah Kay. And then Nick says, oh, it's like, whatever. And then she'll be like, all right, I'm going to start making dinner. I was like, oh, what are you going to have? I was like, oh, we're just going to have this. And I'm like, oh.
I hop over real quick.
I'm coming over. He's like, no, you're not. I'm not.
I'm not. You're right.
Yes. But yeah, that's pretty much been going on
Anyway.
with the foods. That does sound
That
like a
was a
really good
tangent.
idea. That was a tangent.
Yeah. But it was a good one.
Fantastic tangent. All right, you ready for this talk?
What is this?
Martin Scorsese.
How do you spell Scorsese?
Fuck if I know.
Okay, so basically, Martin Scorsese, who for people who don't know is a big-time director, pretty famous.
Mm-hmm.
He came out and he said that Marvel movies are not cinema.
Oh.
Closest thing that he can relate them to is a theme park.
Oh, I agree though.
But wait. Well, what's the reasoning though?
Will?
Hmm?
Will? Do you know the
I don't remember the exact words.
He was
basically
in some sort of interview, and they asked him if he's watched the movies before.
right.
He's like, that dribbles.
We
not
have the
movies.
internet.
Well, basically, it's part of his. I'm not fully speaking, but what I imagine what he was saying was that I imagine it's going to be like a lot of commercial-based, just factory movies. Like you
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
pump it
Right.
out,
What he was
take
What
it.
he was saying is that they don't draw an emotional connection between humans, or
Yeah.
it was something to
Humans.
that effect.
It's not about the writing or the artistic value
or
of the
even
movie.
actors.
It's just here's the superhero. He does a superhero thing. That's it.
yeah.
It has
Yeah.
no. He feels that there are no creative developments in terms of story writing and directing to where it draws certain empathy and emotion type thing. That's why.
okay, so I found
I
it.
think
First
that's
of
true
all,
for the most part.
first of all,
Most part.
it's not just Scorsese.
Yes,
It's also
it's-
Spielberg.
And Jennifer Aniston, in case you were curious.
Oh.
Anyway, so the,
She's like, I'm from Friends and I agree.
so
it's the most moving
the
show.
quote that Scorsese used was honestly the closest I can think of them as well made as they are, with actors doing the best they can under the circumstances, is theme parks.
Mhm.
It isn't the cinema of human beings trying to convey emotional, psychological experiences to another human being.
Mhm. It's not.
Did I say
that's
anything
Ben,
different?
Ben did
No.
say
You're right, Ben. You
something
too, Nick.
like
I,
that.
I appreciate the quote.
Yes.
Does a movie have to do that though to be considered a movie?
To be-
I agree with that.
cinema.
Cinema.
Oh,
I
okay.
think
There's a
cinema
difference
is-
between cinema and movies.
Cinema is like an art form.
Okay.
which
Ah.
I
And
think
if that's the definition of cinema, then I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Which a lot of people would say that cinema is just like if you go to the movies, it's like calling it going to the cinema, and that's what it is.
Right.
So there's like multiple arguments for it, and it's
So-
not like a clear line that you could draw.
Yeah.
I would say there's no clear line because no one has ever strictly defined it. Like people don't come out and say, "I have this new cinema coming out."
Well, okay, so the definition of cinema, though, is the production of movies as an art or industry.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
sounds like it is a part of cinema then.
Right,
Yeah.
but technically, so I guess it's just comes down to opinion of how you feel what a movie should be.
Yes, I think that's how what he's trying to say is like, yes, they are movies that are out, they're superhero movies, but he doesn't believe that they are, a creative art form. They just feel like they're just putting out just
Yeah, and that's true.
compared
I mean, they are just putting out like
compared to how we watch Joker.
Right.
right.
Okay.
Or like Dark Knight. I feel like everybody always goes back to like Dark Knight's the best superhero movie, and it's like, well, yeah, because it's not just a superhero movie.
Yeah.
they conveyed a lot of feeling.
And
They were
that's
really creative. with
Scorsese
it.
also basically said that the Dark Knight was one of those things where it was like the both
Best
put
of
together.
both worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you ask anybody and to like name the best superhero movie ever, and they go, "Well, The Dark Knight," but really the
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just throw the obvious answer out. Let's go with number 2.
Yeah.
What's number 2?
Yeah.
Which, speaking of which, how you can tell the difference in emotion. All right, let's say between, because if you're gonna grab a Marvel movie, you can grab technically any generic Marvel movie, whether that be Doctor Strange, Ant-Man, Thor, or whatever.
They all go based on the same thing.
Yeah. So let's say Guardians of the Galaxy. If you were to compare Guardians of the Galaxy to Joker,
Yeah.
Well,
sounds
Guardians of the
seminal.
Galaxy is arguably the most emotional
Yes.
of them, so that's a good comparison.
Right. So, you know, you get attached to characters. It does the intro, whatever. Shut up, Will. It's just for generic. It's just for generic.
We'll agree to disagree on
argument's
that.
sake.
I'm just saying that
About the Guardians of the Galaxy being the most.
it's a good
Emotional.
one to.
Emotional.
It's a good average one to pick.
Yeah.
It's not the
Okay.
best or the worst. It's right in the middle, and everyone appreciates it for what it is.
Okay.
It's not an Ant-Man, and it's not a Captain America or Iron Man. It is Guardians of the Galaxy, and everyone liked it. It's okay. No one hated Guardians of the Galaxy that I know of, and if they do, they're an idiot. Anyways,
Well,
so Joker,
I'll be.
you can tell the difference between Joker. Like there were multiple times because we just watched it last night. No, 2 nights ago.
Mm-hmm.
That there were times.
Fantastic Mr.
It's
Fox.
definitely cinema. What kind of question is that?
To be honest, I actually don't think I've seen that movie.
I don't
It's
know.
fantastic.
Jesus.
It actually is though. It's
Um,
definitely cinema.
So there were multiple times that when we were watching Joker, we're like, this is super cringy, or I feel really uncomfortable, or this is so sad, or this is fucked up, or holy shit,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
that just happened.
Yeah.
And then there's also plenty of times where it made you laugh, like it was a hodgepodge of emotions and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Guardians of the Galaxy, it's a smile.
No, I feel
Yeah.
There's
very,
a tragic backstory, but it's whatever.
yeah, it's fine. There's very few movies that I was like so immersed in the world
Mhm.
as Joker. Like, I don't know, like it just like it just kind of drug me in, and I was just like on edge the whole time. It was
Mhm.
like almost
I
like
love
a slight horror movie because he could do anything at any time.
Mm-hmm.
Bailey and I were talking about it, and she made a great point. She said this wasn't a superhero or villain movie.
Mm-mm.
It was honestly a documentary about a sociopath who is also a serial killer.
I did not say documentary.
So,
but yes.
according to Sam, I watched a significant portion of that movie through my fingers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would say what made me uneasy about Joker was not the movie necessarily,
The
but like,
idea.
well, you know, there's things that happen in movie theaters when the Joker.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was really worried that someone would like have a gun and like let loose in the theater.
So that's kind of in a way. I know it's messed up the beauty of it because they wanted to kind of show you the perspective of someone who is mentally ill and who gets driven to that point.
Mm-hmm.
That was my point.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's part of the reason why it's good and creative and like because like Will said when we were talking about it, he said that it's not from really part of the Batman comics at all.
It has the only
Yeah.
It's its own standalone.
the only thing that it has in common with any Batman comic is that the Waynes were in it. That's literally the only.
That's
thing.
what I. That's what I said to my stepdad. I was like, it's not really about Batman at all. Like they're there, but
There might be like one or two other
Yeah.
like big names like Arkham and stuff like that pop up in Gotham
And you
City.
know that it's Gotham City, but
Yeah.
I mean it's
if you had never seen Batman before,
You
or
just
any
think it's a
Batman
fictional
thing,
city.
yeah,
Yeah.
you wouldn't
I mean,
have any
you
idea.
probably
about it
just
from
think
this
it's New
movie.
York, which is what Gotham is supposed to kind of be
I th-
modeled after.
I
Yeah.
think they film a lot of Batman stuff over in Pittsburgh. I know they filmed the Dark Knight trilogy in Pittsburgh.
Thanks for that.
Joker-
Thanks for the clarification, Sam.
Yes.
I thought you were horrified by the Fantastic Mr. Fox machine.
Oh, Mr. Fox, I can't take it anymore.
Oh God.
But yeah, like that was, it was a great. I think it was great. Just obviously, everyone's like on edge about it just because the way, you know, a lot of American
I would have
stuff
felt
is
more
going on.
comfortable if I watched it at home.
Yeah.
I really was genuinely
Really?
worried that someone would like have a gun in the theater.
Mhm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What I liked about it, and is also like steers towards that like dark beauty that you're talking about, is that nothing that happened to Joaquin Phoenix in that movie is an unreasonable sequence of events.
That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what was so like horrifyingly like cringy about it is
Mhm.
that like that could actually happen to a person.
Has happened, I'm sure.
I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah,
it
yeah.
has. Like
Mhm.
it just hasn't gotten to that point, but that's what made me like, wow, this is actually
It's tangible.
yeah, it's horrifically beautiful in that
Yeah.
way.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole thing about the movie is that it is pretty. It's pretty real,
Yeah.
right?
Like I saw a meme before we even saw the movie, and it was talking about like how the Joker even came to be. It was the like what's his name, Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
It was the Jack Nicholson Joker next to Joaquin Phoenix Joker, and it's like how to make a Joker: throw him in toxic acid, put him in society.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
Like, what's the difference between,
and it also
years?
shows like the difference in our times
Mm-hmm.
right now. I feel like everything's so crazy.
I think it was really cool of him to, or cool of them to put it in was like the 80s or 90s, and they kind of made it feel like, or like the recession kind of thing was happening, where a lot of people were like
Going
extremely
straight.
poor and a lot of people were
that
extremely
that
rich.
was that was more comic book too, because
Mhm.
before Wayne became mayor of Gotham, it was run down and it was
Right.
run by criminals, and it stayed that way until Batman came to be.
Right.
So that part was more tied into the comic book.
Did Wayne actually become
Mhm.
mayor?
At
Yeah.
one point he did, yeah.
And sometimes they,
Remember, there's 52 freaking
I was about to
universes.
say,
Yeah,
like okay,
This
alright.
this movie's not canon.
yeah.
No,
This
that's
movie's not
fine.
canon,
I didn't know that was ever actually a thing.
Yeah.
I thought that was unique.
There's also one where he became like where I can't remember what his name is.
Gordon.
No, Wayne, Bruce's father. Can't remember. his
Thomas?
first name.
Thomas.
Wayne.
Good old Tommy.
Whew, Thomas Wayne
It's easy to
became
remember
the
his dad's
Batman,
Oh really?
and his wife became the Joker, and Bruce was the one that was killed.
Your dad's name is
Oh.
Thomas Wayne.
Thomas.
Whoa,
Yeah, that was
No,
was
name's
a weird
Wayne.
one.
that's fucked up.
Is it
I
really?
know.
No, it's Gregory.
Anyway,
Why are there so many universes for one?
There,
Well,
I mean, it's
it's
the same
just-
with like Marvel.
it's
You have a
'cause-
lot of universes in Marvel too.
It's storytelling. I mean,
Well,
it's not
yeah.
all by the same writer. Everyone
it's-
wants to make their own Batman.
Multiple
It is
authors,
kind
yeah.
of weird though. It's like fan fiction.
Yeah, it really is.
Comic books were the original fan fiction, guys.
Yeah, that's true though. They just like the character and they're like, I like the concept of their general vibe.
but what if they did this?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Congratulations, you wrote a fan fiction.
So, would you consider Joker a horror movie?
I consider it a psychological horror.
Like a thriller?
I don't
Yeah.
know if I would throw
I wouldn't even
horror in
horror,
there.
yeah.
I would just say it's a psychological.
Because y'all know I wouldn't go see
Drama.
it if it was a horror
Yeah.
movie.
But there's a difference between like mainstream horror and like psychological like
Yeah, but this one
mindfuck
wasn't.
horrors.
When you're, I still don't.
I can't
think
think of a
it's-
good example.
I think it fits more of a thriller than it does a horror.
Okay.
It puts you on edge, but it doesn't necessarily make you
Scare you,
scared.
yeah.
Yeah.
it's not a scary movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it could fit drama as well.
I would say psychological drama
Yeah.
is what I would say.
Okay.
It's not horror.
Horror
It's
is
a thriller.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Thriller! Okay.
Ba-doop-doop.
And then also throughout the month of October, there's plenty of horror movies that come out and people watch.
Are
it also
there?
goes with sci-fi stuff.
There are quite a few that are coming out this month.
Like
Yeah, like what
such
though?
as-
One of them was like Countdown.
Adam's Family in a way.
That
Well,
looks
it's
like
just
crap. The Addams Family is gonna be. I'm gonna go see. I want to see that.
Adam's Family is just a Halloween-esque
It's a
film.
Halloween-esque
It's
thing.
not really horror. It's just
I was gonna say what scary movie.
They're also coming out with that Christmas scary movie, but I think that's more in
I
between.
hate Christmas scary movies.
Krampus.
They're not good. They're not good and they're not scary. Why see them at all?
I don't know. Most
Krampus.
scary movies now, I don't know. A lot of them just do like the hodgepodge of just like,
There's
here's the
something in
monster,
house.
here's idiotic teenagers, like that one commercial,
The Geico commercial.
the Geico commercial.
Why can't we just get in this running car? Are you,
You
crazy?
crazy?
Let's go hide behind the chainsaws. Oh, that
yeah.
sounds better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, I think over time, horror movies kind of became really sick comedies.
Yeah.
Of just like, there's always like the weed guy, there's always the jock, then there's, the jock always has to get with like the cheerleader who's a total bitch, and then there's like the two losers that are with them
Who become the heroes?
who become the heroes, but one of them dies, which is usually the guy, and the girl lives. That's
Mhm.
usually the deal. But
I always
they
break the one rule in horror movies where if you're in a horror movie, don't have sex.
yes, and
That's
that's
the one and only
You
rule.
will die.
it's true.
That's
Jason
a Mean Girls
Voorhees.
quote.
Jason Voorhees always goes for those people first. That's true. But yeah, that's the whole thing is like it's kind of become really just like sick comedies of just like just watch these people die because you know they're gonna die.
Yeah.
Did any of y'all watch the movie The Orphan? I think it's called The Orphan.
Yes.
Have you guys seen the news recently? That's kind of like The Orphan, but in real life.
Oh really?
Yeah. So The Orphan, if I'm remembering the title correctly, is about like this family that adopts a child that's from like some other country. I don't know what. And it's this like little girl, and she's got like dark brown hair. And she's really cute. Well, it turns out that she's actually like 30 or 40.
Oh no, she's even older than that.
Oh yeah, how old is she?
She's like 50s to 60s.
It's actually an old woman that looks like a child that they've adopted.
She has some sort of like dwarfism.
Oh.
That's why she's like the same size of a child.
And she's trying to like disguise herself as a like she's trying to pass herself off
Well,
as a.
she does, and then
Yeah, she does horrible things to his family.
Oh.
Yeah,
So anyway, that's kind of happened in real life.
it's
we
weird.
think,
It's
maybe.
weird.
There was so anyway, there's this family somewhere. They live in Canada now, but they were in America in some state, and they adopted this girl, and they like left her alone, and so now they're getting sued for child abandonment. But their argument is like, well, no, it turns out she's actually in her 20s, and we didn't know that when we adopted her, and we found it out, and that's why we left her behind, and we moved to Canada.
Yeah.
And so nobody actually really knows how old this girl is. There's not like great documentation about
Sam
her or
knows
anything.
the story that you're talking about. She says.
Yes, it's nuts. So I don't know if she's actually a child and they abandoned a child, which is horrible, or if she's actually an adult that was posing as a child, in which case that's really messed up.
Did you hear about this today, or was this a couple of days ago?
It's been around for like a week or so.
Oh, okay.
So it's not. I mean, it's
It's
recent news, but it's not like I found out today.
Yeah. After seeing what The Orphan did, like. Ugh.
That's what I'm saying. Like the prospect that it could have been like a grown woman is like really, really scary to me.
And the stuff that she did was weird and messed up. And
Yeah. You guys talking about scary movies just made me think. I was like, what was the last really original movie I saw that was a horror movie? That's kind of one of them.
Nothing beats watching. Was it The Mist or whatever?
Mist
Shrine.
was stupid. Or yeah, Shrine. There is something called The Mist.
The Mist
though.
as well. The Mist is like. The Mist has a lot to do with interdimensional stuff.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah. I forgot the Lovecraft. H.P. Lovecraft. It has a lot to do with that.
The Shrine is dumb. It's not good.
Like, you ever heard of like Cthulhu?
Yes, yeah.
Cthulhu is supposed to be like from the same place as all those monsters were coming from.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, what were we talking about? I had mentioned something.
Shrine.
The Shrine.
Yeah.
Nothing beats watching The Shrine with Marcus and Nolan and all you guys. That was the funniest thing.
Oh, y'all. I
Ever.
went to bed. I went to sleep.
I wasn't there.
Nolan's over there freaking out. I was like, no, man. No.
don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. And then,
Help me, Marcus. I heard that part because all of a sudden I heard Marcus go,
what the fuck?
That's funny.
I grabbed
can't
Nolan's
imagine.
and Marcus's legs multiple times throughout the movie for jump scares. And
Oh, that's good. You got to do
Oh,
that with
man.
people that don't like scary movies.
Funny thing is, he likes scary movies. He just doesn't like being scared by people.
I love being
That's
scared
that's
all the
reasonable.
time about everything.
Boo.
Didn't work. Sorry.
See, I'm the exact opposite though. I love like haunted houses and getting the shit scared out of me, but I cannot stand scary movies.
What's your favorite monster movie? This also includes sci-fi movies. So like,
Monster
say,
movie?
yeah, anything from, I guess in a way, Jason Voorhees is considered a
I
monster.
know that's what I
He's
was
a killer.
curious about, like
Yeah,
killer. Or
we'll throw
monster?
him in there. So we'll say any like kind of killer-esque monsters, all the way up to say Godzilla. So that includes like Alien and Freddy
Avatar?
Krueger, Reptar.
No, I said Avatar.
Oh, they say
Oh,
Avatar.
Reptar. Although that would count.
Yeah. Do you guys have like a favorite or no?
I don't like a lot of
I
monster
think
movies.
I was gonna say I don't think I've seen many of those.
A lot of them are
Genre.
cheesy, so I actually have watched quite a few of them.
They're not scary.
They're not scary. But I think the one that sticks out the most to me is Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
Freddy Krueger's kind of scary.
He
Jaws is
gets
considered a monster movie as well.
He gets into your brain.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up.
Monsters that I really enjoyed recently were in A Quiet Place.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were really interesting.
Is that the one with John Krasinski?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Emily Blunt.
That was a good movie.
They're sound based, which is why it's called A Quiet Place.
Mm-hmm.
They can hear for like miles, and so you actually get to see them in the movie, which was something else that I just really enjoyed. Is actually being able to see the monster in the movies.
And not just having like darting shadows for him most of the movie.
So it is that way for a little bit, but towards the end you actually see them and experience them, and it's really neat too.
Mm-hmm. I've always liked the. See, the thing is, the beauty about some monsters is that they can't be like completely invulnerable. But at the same time, like they should have like a certain mindset and stuff like that. I've always liked the aliens just because they have like this predator-based mindset where I'm going to hunt you,
Ooh, actually,
so that way I can
wanna
make
change
more
my
of
answer
me.
to that. I want to change my answer to Predator.
Predator, because
I
I said
just-
predator.
Yeah, it reminded me because I completely
Yeah.
forgot about him.
Predator's cool,
Predator's just awesome.
but also I love playing the older Mortal Kombat and playing as Alien and just freak Will out because he just crawls across the ground really fast. He's like, stop it!
I don't remember that.
I remember that because I kept doing
Do
it.
not remember
Most like
that.
didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
I'm pretty sure I've
It's
watched
not
it.
really the fact that it freaked me out. Probably it was just more that it was probably annoying.
I'm pretty sure I've watched those movies.
Sorry.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I said my piece.
Oh.
You're good.
Yes.
Cool. I think I've watched those before, but it's been a while. Are predators just like is their only thing to hunt down aliens? Is that the dynamic?
No,
or?
God, they kill everything.
They're a tribal race and they have their own civilization, and basically you gained reputation through your hunts for the most part. That's mostly just for they obviously their society has different roles, just as like they have like their own like gunsmiths and stuff like that, and people who run like their own economy, but they're very like tribal-esque. And in order to be at the top, you need to gain enough reputation and basically kill the most variety of aliens, not just like aliens.
And they have to be
xenomorphs.
And they're basically like ranked as to how hard of a hunt it is. And
It's the rule of the strong.
You
The strong
can
survive and rise up.
You can be an outcast, and they'll banish you to like a planet, and basically they'll like fend each other off and stuff like that. They're like forced to kill each other, like a Hunger Games-esque thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So there are like super predators, which was like in one of the recent Predator films. Like there's like a predator that was like 20 feet tall. It was absolutely insane. He's like basically the Hulk version of Predator. Granted, he died in like the stupidest way. But...
AVP is actually a pretty good sci-fi
Alien vs.
series.
Predator?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I actually really enjoyed
I haven't
those.
seen any of those.
They're pretty good.
seen
Like
any
for
of the alien
for a
movies. Start right now.
sci-fi movie, for a sci-fi movie where they're putting two different
Monsters.
two different. I was trying to think of a better word. Two different series together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's super good.
Yeah. I appreciate that. Was
That's a
like
good crossover.
out of any of the I think that's like one of the best crossovers that you could have.
I agree.
Like you can't have really Predator against like anything else
Godzilla.
other than
Yeah.
like Alien and Predator are like they're just they go together so well. Speaking of which, what do you feel? I guess that's for both of you. Do you actually feel a little bit of like? Are you guys been scared throughout the playthroughs that we've been doing so far? You're just watching me. So.
Yeah, it's more. There was one like jump moment that happened while we were playing that got me.
Yeah.
The rest of it's just been like, oh shit,
Yeah.
don't get caught.
That's how a lot of it is with
Yeah.
me. When me and Alex is just
Especially
like
when
go
you
go
don't
go
look
go go
around.
go go.
Run.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I got desensitized to the environment pretty quickly. Yeah, because it's like every square inch you look at is blood or somebody dead
Or a locked door.
or locked. That's the your bit of editing that I love the most is all the sound effects. So he's got a locked door counter going every time I try to open a locked door. It's like a bing, and it adds to the counter. And every time I jump, because I panic jump a lot, he puts the Mario jump sound effect on it.
Yeah, I put a Mario coin every time he does the locked door. I put a Mario jump every time he jumps without purpose.
Yes.
If he normally jumps onto a ledge, it's fine.
Yeah.
Wario.
Oh my god! I put Wario sound effects on top of a character that we named Wario.
We had named it previously, and then there was a whole scene with him
Yes.
that he was chasing me down. So it was only fitting.
And then I also add Mario 1-ups every time he grabs a battery for his camcorder.
Oh, perfect.
So it's fun to think of, like, you know, variety of sound effects to put in and stuff like that. That's cool.
I love it all.
But yeah, that's like the whole thing is, like, when we play these games, we kind of are desensitized, and we're also just like distracted.
Yes.
We're not
There's
really
a lot of
immersed.
stuff going on.
Yeah, so like mostly Alex would just be like sitting there playing, and then he's like, "Oh, this is happening now. I need to go do something else and run." But yeah, you're gonna have a hard time getting through the next part of the recording, by the way.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to it.
Weird thought just popped in my head. So because it is, we were talking horror, but that
Horror?
horror.
The horror.
The horror.
The horror.
Did you guys, when you were younger, used to play like that Trick or Treat beat sort of thing on like CartoonNetwork.com?
Trick or treat beat?
It was like an online game on Cartoon Network.
Maybe.
Perhaps.
Where you would like get costumes and you'd get powers for whatever costume you were dressed up as, and
Nope.
you had to collect candy and stuff. It was like a maze game.
Definitely didn't. Play
I
that.
didn't,
It
but
was
I'm
fun.
surprised I didn't.
It
Yeah.
was fun. I was just curious, but like you got to go trick or treating to all the different Cartoon Network characters, and you'd have to complete the maze. You'd have to get everything before you can move on to the next stage.
That sounds really fun. I don't think I played much Cartoon Network. I played a lot of Disney, Polly Pocket, Barbie, My Scene. These are all dolls.
See, I played
And
a
Hamster
lot.
Runner.
Played a lot on CartoonNetwork.com and Nickelodeon.com.
And Addicting Games, of course.
Yes.
Games.
I loved the game I loved on Nickelodeon was the Eliza Thornberry game. I loved that game.
There were two games that I think I played the most as like a kid on Cartoon Network, and those were the Codename Kids Next Door stuff, where you actually had to like go and like solve puzzles and make your way around the treehouse, which treehouse is awesome. And then the other thing was I had to play Teen Titan games.
Oh, the Teen
Oh,
Titan game was
I
really
actually
good.
remember the Teen Titan game, yeah.
So Sam says all of those Neopets.
All those
Neopets.
Neopets. Yeah. I didn't play Neopets too much.
What's a Neo about them?
They're
They're
small.
They're new. New pets.
New pets.
Nice.
Now they're old new pets.
Old new pets.
Rips all the Nintendogs.
Rip.
Oh God. My Nintendog is dead. It's been
Oh no.
dead for a very long time.
I never played.
As well as those dolphins that I was trying to train at one point.
There's a dolphin one?
There was a dolphin one where you
Yeah,
had to
there
train
was.
dolphins.
I remember a little bit of it. But I never
Yeah,
played
they're
it.
dead. They're gone.
Wow.
They're fish
Rip.
food, like fish food now.
Yeah. What was it? Oh yeah, I was. Oh yeah, Bailey, you could probably make a character too. I was thinking more about my second character for D&D, just like another idea type thing. And that was going pretty well. I didn't know how you guys were going along with your characters, or if you've been just leaving it.
I haven't made one.
I made a model on Hero Forge.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Shut up, Sam.
Hey, well, I was gonna say there's a comment for
I
you.
know.
What'd you say?
I'm
Will,
I
what do
get
you
that
want to
reference.
be when you grow up? Oh,
That's not what he said.
No.
That's not how that story goes.
and we don't need to go where this story goes.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome.
I want to be a dolphin trainer.
Shut up.
That would have made it less funny.
No, I did want to be a marine biologist. at one
No,
point,
that
though.
was the only thing they could have said.
I know some of these marine biologists. Anyways, yeah, so,
Yeah, Caroline.
oh yeah, that's the person that I know. Yes, other people are welcome to join our D&D campaigns when the time comes.
Sam
Oh, okay.
included, I guess.
Yeah, Sam is included,
Oh my
and I
gosh.
expect nothing less from her. But yes, we're gonna make characters that are most closely represent us, and then use them throughout the campaign. That also goes out to you, Sam, if you would like to make your own character. She says, thanks, Will.
Yeah.
Smiley face. It's gonna take that.
We'll see whenever I'm a DM if you die or not.
Okay.
Is that
Nat
the
20,
right?
you son of a
Guess
bitch.
That's a
Guess I'm
promise.
DMing.
Mhm. But yeah, I was thinking more about my other character. I had really cool ideas and stuff like that. I didn't know if you guys were just kind of just chilling off of it or not.
Yep. I haven't been able to
I'm chilling for the time being. I was gonna start getting more invested when we were talking about whenever we had the discussions of when we wanted to meet up
Yeah.
and start getting that rolling.
That stuff's probably gonna happen until after the wedding and
After the honeymoon.
everything
Yes.
chills.
It's tricky,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, then it's holiday season, so it's like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We'll do what we can. And when it
Do
comes,
the
it
most
comes.
with what we got.
Yeah. Because obviously we still need to do more recordings for
But I wanted
various
to do the
games,
least.
and then we also need to edit those games and post them out. And all sorts of
I feel that on a spiritual level.
Do you guys feel like doing the podcast and the YouTube channels was this much work, or like it would end up being like this?
I mean, I kind of expected it.
Yeah.
I kind of thought so. It's just there's a shit ton happening for me right now. So,
Yeah, it's everything for you right
Yeah.
now. Can you imagine moving into a house on top of all this?
You're welcome.
Nope. That would have been awful because that would have happened this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Oh, real?
Well, that's probably when we would have done the bulk of the moving because we
Yeah.
would have had the wedding. Like we technically would have closed on September 30th.
But I would have wanted to paint, and there was a lot of work that needed to get done at that house. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Damn.
So I guess I'm glad that didn't happen.
Mhm.
Next year though.
I think I would have died.
Really?
Yeah. Literally.
That would have been horrible.
So dramatic.
Next week,
Next week.
Food Wars coming up.
Yes, that is exactly what we are going to be thinking about.
Yeah,
next
I was gonna
week.
say that's not what I had in mind when you said next week with so much intensity.
See,
But
I thought
There's
your wedding was not
There's
until
one
20
person here that's very excited about this.
2119.
2109.
2109. Sorry.
2109.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
Well, we'll see you in like 90 something years.
Okay. Cool.
That's when we'll renew our vows. In the grave.
Aww.
Hey, you don't know how far technology will come along. Well,
That's
we
true.
can still be kicking.
Kill me. I have a feeling if I live that long, it's going to be exactly how I was when I didn't sleep. Of just being
What's up,
like,
dude?
oh my god.
Welcome to the stream.
Hey, how's it going? Let's see how much we got. Another 30 minutes or something like that.
Y'all been watching any anime?
Anime. Yeah. What's been y'all's latest couple episodes of anything?
I'm still trying to finish up One Punch Man season 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching Great British Bake Off. So
Mhm.
I'm not gonna.
You're watching that and something else. Was it the nanny thing? No, you're not watching the
No, I
nanny
don't watch
thing.
nanny
You're
stuff.
watching like another cooking thing, maybe.
She watches a lot of reality TV.
I watch reality TV. Yeah, maybe
This is-
Dance Moms. which
Yes,
I
this is what it was. It was Dance Moms.
rediscovered.
I was because like Ben told me he's like, yeah, she's watching Dance Moms. I'm like, what?
I'm either watching Great British Bake Off or some other reality TV show.
Is
It
Dance-
doesn't have to be good.
Is it like Dancing with the Stars?
So, Sam, basically, that is.
I was gonna say, isn't that
Food
Shokugeki?
Wars.
Yeah, that's basically
Except Food Wars has, like, edgy
Oh.
aspects.
Oh, I was gonna go the route of other food besides
I'm
desserts,
from
but
Russia, so I will communicate through an interpreter. That's pretty cool.
awesome.
I do not know Russian. I apologize.
Oh, yes. I just know.
We're Americans, so we don't know any other language.
I know. I'm American, so I know bad words in Russian.
Damn.
But I will not say those. But yeah, that's really cool that you guys tuned in. That's awesome. But
So anyway, back to anime.
Anime stuff.
but yeah, Sam, Food Wars is basically the Great British.
Great.
The Great British Bake Off.
The greatest Brit.
Thank God I'm not Sean Connery, else that would be horrible.
Okay.
So that's coming out, right?
Yep, it's coming out with its
Next week.
new season. We have
Has somebody made a cookbook for the stuff that they cook?
I'm
Yeah.
sure
sort of, yes.
they've done YouTube videos of trying to recreate.
Well, the
Yeah.
cool
those
thing
dishes.
is that for a lot of the, if you read any of the manga, they actually have the recipes in the manga.
Oh, for,
Oh,
for real?
for real?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
Oh, no.
So it's like people actually like go out independently and make all the recipes, but it's never like there's an actual cookbook. So yeah. And that, and you started watching Dr. Stone, right? I started watching Dr. Stone.
I started watching it.
Timmy started watching it as well.
Our friend has asked, what do we usually do on streams?
We just sit here and talk.
We chill. We chat about video games, about anime, about anything that comes up.
Yeah. So this is basically like a really, really big geek-friendly podcast. Basically, once again, like Alex said, anime, video games, movies, and a couple other things that we find interesting. Every now and then we go to cons. We post Let's Plays and stuff like that on our YouTube channels, and we post some memes on our Facebook and stuff like that. Yeah. And we try to build a little bit of a community, and then eventually we're gonna do D&D, which is Dungeons and Dragons, on the stream as well. So, yes.
We very rarely talk about sports, but it happens.
Yes.
Okay.
I really want to talk
We're
about
not
the Braves.
talking. I promise you. I will
Back to
kill
anime.
somebody.
Let's not talk about
It's not the
sports.
Braves that he's mad about right
No.
now.
Shut up.
It's a different Georgia team.
So, anyways,
So Shokugeki.
So Shokugeki.
New season next
new
week.
season next week.
Oh god. Sorry.
Dr. Stone is
Food
going
stuff.
well. I haven't finished that yet. Haven't caught up with it. I finished Kimetsu no Yaiba, which is really great.
Yes.
Also known as
That's like a
Demon
ha ha
Slayer.
ha ha ha. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's almost like that's called Demon
That's
Slayer.
cool.
That's a really good anime.
I am partway through that. I am also enjoying it.
Mm-hmm. Timmy's starting to watch Dr. Stone as well, I think.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm only a couple episodes in it as well.
Okay.
I'm
Good
trying to
impression
think what
so
else.
far.
Mm-hmm.
For me, you couple. Okay. I finished watching Made in Abyss, and
He
that
cried.
is very, very sad.
Is
the whole world is depressing.
Is it
and,
only one season?
So they're gonna make more eventually,
Oh.
but it's one season right now, 13 episodes.
Okay, and you're really impressed with it so far?
I'm impressed. It's a beautiful, art style is beautiful. The characters are well written. It's just very sad.
Mm-hmm.
And then I know a couple of weeks ago, Timmy and I went to the movies, and we watched The Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Senpai.
That's why I stared at you.
That's a show.
Huh?
That Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Senpai. Bunny Girl Senpai.
Fucking weed.
Is that where you touch the
What does that
ears?
mean?
No, that's not that one. We do not talk about that one. Where she just automatically becomes pregnant.
What?
No,
Wait.
that's not.
It's literally like
What
a
we're talking
Playboy
about.
bunny looking motherfucker.
All right, so there is a story to it.
We're
And
not.
it
We
has-
don't care.
It has nothing. It really does not have anything to do with the bunny girl.
Mm-hmm.
They
But she's
just
okay, but she's there anyway.
she's there.
Fan service.
Sort of.
Whatever.
It makes
I don't
sense.
care.
That's fine.
It's not a.
I was like poking fun.
I know you do, and it pisses me off every time you do it.
Is it a plot? What plot sort of thing, or is it like
It's
there's
plot.
actually something?
actually no.
How'd you guys both do that?
Because
So,
we're in sync.
so
Wavelength.
basically, the whole premise is that they have this sickness that's going on called, I think it's called puberty syndrome or something.
Oh my god.
It's something weird like that, but
Anyway,
she cannot be seen by anybody, so she tries to make herself look very out of place. So she dresses in a bunny suit
The stand
to
out.
try and stand out, so that someone would notice her, because nobody knows she's there.
Oh, okay. I did not understand. what
I
you
did
were
not.
saying.
Yeah,
I thought you were saying
I think
that-
I was in the same train with you, and
Yeah.
that we were both missing the train that he was on.
Yeah, I thought you were saying like something bad would happen if she was seen.
No,
So, but you're saying that
she's trying to get somebody to see her because she is
I
not.
thought she was trying to
there.
hide herself.
And
And I was
then
like, why
the
would
main
you put a
character,
bunny
of course,
costume on?
Yeah.
and then the main character, of course, has the same syndrome and can see her, and then it turns into this whole thing of
Notice me,
him,
senpai.
him trying to help other people who are affected with the syndrome.
Interesting.
Like the bunny suit literally has nothing to do with the plot except for just that.
Does anyone feel like they've had that syndrome?
I wouldn't care if I did, to be honest.
Yes.
Yes, that is it. That is all.
They are finally coming out with another season of Irregular Magic High School, which has been.
You mean the Netflix original?
Boy.
Why are you guys triggering Will so much? I'm
Yo.
so tired.
I'm tired.
So the
and
thing
triggering
is,
gets
it's
worse.
too easy, and we get reaction.
Y'all mean.
And you know what reaction means? Content.
I'm Team Will.
I will kill you. No, but it's not a Netflix original because it came from somewhere other than Netflix.
This arbitrary term.
But it's been out for like 5 years.
I know.
Oh.
I know. I was just joking.
And so they've waited this long until
I do not know that Kupunao play.
but they've waited for 5 years to come out with the second season.
It sounds like a let's
Excited.
play though, which sounds interesting. I might check it out.
Let us know.
Yes.
Sam, what did you and I both say?
When you were
you're
saying
with Will.
Team Will?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. There's 2 people on your side.
Do not time somebody's on my side.
Well,
Those
I've
are
always been on your side.
what I like to call pity points.
Whatever. Anyway, I was gonna say, I thought you got salty about Netflix because did they do this thing? I've watched a YouTube video.
Oh
about
no,
it,
just
so I
about
think it's
triggering
like
Will.
anime.
It's not even that she's on your side.
Yeah, Sam's never on my side. I was surprised if she
Oh.
was actually, yeah.
Wow.
Sam's like, oh no. I don't pity him. Anyway, I only know about this because I watched a YouTuber make a video about it. But is Netflix doing the thing where like they release a video per week for some anime things?
No.
Or-
I haven't seen that, but I also haven't had Netflix for like 2 months.
They throw out
Oh,
full
fair.
seasons.
No, I know they normally do, but they did a weird thing
They probably were
with like
trying
an
to do
anime
something
where
like
they
that.
did it like a week at a time. Yeah, I just watched the YouTuber I watched who I can't remember, but I'll try
Had
to
some
find a video.
choice words to
H3.
say about Netflix.
No, it was some person I don't watch regularly. It was just something about like why Netflix is doing animes or Netflix is killing anime or something like that.
Oh, that's okay.
And it was they released an anime, but they did like 1 episode per week, and they're like that literally defeats the purpose of Netflix, and I don't know why you've done such a thing.
They're probably trying to figure out new strategies and stuff like that because
It's going down.
they know they're about to get tanked by Disney. Like Disney's gonna run them from their money.
Not the way to do it.
So they're trying to figure out a way to like that keeps people there, which would cause them to have longer subscriptions. So if you know that, like, say an anime that you watch is on Netflix and you spend the $6 or $7 and then watch all your anime within that month and then leave, versus you spend your $6 or $7 and then your animes or your shows prolong that month, that makes you have to watch more.
I kind of get your point, but I think that's where Netflix beats out other streaming
That you
services
can
currently,
binge.
is so that you can binge them all.
Right.
Nobody hates. No, I don't think anybody's like, yes, I watched 1 episode. I'm gonna table this for
It's
next
fine,
week.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
they're trying
definitely
to
don't want to watch the next one.
pull an HBO with Game of Thrones. You know, it's like, oh, Game of Thrones back on. Everyone pay HBO.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
That's true.
They no longer have that luxury.
Mhm.
But see, the problem is that you can find anime anywhere
Yeah.
to watch. It's not hard to find it uploaded somewhere.
Well, I was
Like
gonna
the
say.
viruses, though.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say like all these
But-
streaming services is just like opening a can of worms of like people getting back into pirating stuff.
Yeah, but it's also one of those things where I would much rather spend money on Crunchyroll than Netflix if I was going to watch anime. And the reason why is because Crunchyroll actually
You could make
I know
at
the
least
man of
one.
culture.
Yeah, you can make at least 1 sentence with those words.
Yes.
But the whole thing with Crunchyroll is that they actually send all the money back to the people who are making the animes.
Okay.
So they
That-
actually
that
support
makes
the
up for
industry.
it, yeah.
Cyberwoke, I think.
Is it K? Yeah, it's K.
I think
Yeah.
it's a K.
Cyberpunk, yeah, that's completely cool. And honestly, most Euros that I've seen on like certain games, like Counter-Strike and stuff like that, know the exact same language words as you do. So it's completely okay. Just on how like Americans know certain curse words in Russian type things. So,
Yeah, I don't either.
so good.
What does that mean?
Fuck.
That's a long
Your mother.
way
That's
to
a-
say that. Oh, okay.
Ours just rolls off the tongue so much easier.
Well, yeah, they're just it's interesting to see like different like even like him doing the ha ha ha. It's an XAXAXA.
Mhm.
That's cool. I like seeing that stuff. Versus, what was it? How does Spanish do it?
JH.
Yeah, J.
I mean JA.
J.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha. Yeah, so there's like different ways of saying that. That stuff's cool. Just like in Korean, they do the F. I can't remember what it's called. Timmy told me about it. But yeah, like in Twitch streams and stuff like that, they post a character that looks like an F a lot, and when certain stuff happens in streams, stuff like that is cool. Yes. Ooh, let me see. Is there anything else on here? That's good.
There's more paper.
More, yes, pages and pages. Possible illustrations. Oh, I was gonna say that about the anime that Boku no Hero's out with season 4, and I had to scream at Timmy to stop playing it because he was going to try to have my first experience in season 4 be at like 3 in the morning. I was like, no, stop.
Is Boku no Hero My Hero Academia?
Yes.
That's my cousin's favorite, so I try to watch it, and I watched some episodes.
We watched about 7.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the same cousin that's part of the wedding party or no?
Both my girl cousins. All of my girl cousins are in my wedding, but
So yes,
so yeah.
she's the cosplayer.
But it's the cosplayer Emily who lives in
Okay.
Colorado.
The one that will.
Okay, the
follow
one that I
before
haven't.
she-
You haven't
I
met
know.
her in person.
The one that I
yet.
actually followed on Instagram because I liked what she was doing. And then
Yeah. And I was like, that's
I found out that they
were.
Con. I know what that means. That's interesting.
I'm gonna Google it.
You're gonna Google it? Google it? Yeah, so My Hero's coming out.
Exciting.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna feel bad because I already know what happens in this season because I read manga and I didn't know.
Why?
Does he die?
Who?
everybody dies.
I don't know any characters.
Everyone
in the show.
dies. No, it's not that someone dies. Something bad happens. I'm just like,
It breaks his leg.
no. Even that, it's like not even a big deal. And then this get kissed and it gets back together pretty good. What else? Is there anything else that was coming out or something that you're looking at?
There's a lot of stuff.
Did you
Wasn't there
start
supposed to be a
something?
lot coming out
There
this
is a
fall?
lot coming. This fall is crazy. With
What
it.
else is? What do we got?
I know that they're coming out with the Konosuba movie.
Oh yeah.
That's finally coming to the United States,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm super excited.
And I'm still keeping up with Black Clover, and I'm so happy because one of my favorite characters called Luck is like over the top awesome right now.
Sword Art Online Alicization is coming out with their second season for that one.
Alicization.
Alicization.
Okay.
We have Fate Grand Order is coming out with a new anime, so it's a new Fate. It's from the mobile
Jeez.
game.
Oh.
They are going to come out. Oh, they just announced at the end of Demon Slayer that their movie has been greenlit, so it's going to come
Cool.
like within the next couple months.
There will be more Dragon Ball Z, by the way.
Yeah.
There'll always be more Dragon.
Fire Force is going to be continuing.
Mm-hmm. I've seen some stuff of that. I'm not bought into it.
Let's see what else. Maiden Abyss movie number 3 is coming out.
There's been that many movies.
There's not many
Oh,
movies.
I guess I
A
need to catch
Goblin
up on the
Slayer
movies.
movie's coming out.
Is that just like a new
Goblins.
trend? Like any popular anime, let's make a movie
Pretty
with it.
much.
We all know it's coming out at the end of the month that we're all excited for.
What would that be, Ben?
Luigi's Mansion 3.
Yay!
Oh,
My favorite anime.
I'm so excited for that.
Completely forgot.
No,
about
the
that.
real hype is in March.
What comes in March?
Animal Crossing.
Oh, yeah.
Well, 2 was only on DS, right?
Yes.
That's, I remember that conversation.
Oh, also, Psychopaths 3 is coming out. Season 3.
It's pretty good.
And
As long as they go about it the right way.
Violet Evergarden's coming out for the movie.
Mm-hmm.
What else? ReZero's coming out with their movie and second or third season.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's just a lot of anime that are
Stuff
coming
all
out.
around.
So in terms of D&D, what would you guys like to see? Oh no!
Is Ocarina playable? Says Sam.
Ocarina.
What do you mean?
Asks Sam.
Guess
Is
what?
this
The
Ocarina?
played.
Oh, yes. It is. I'm not really good at it, but
I'll do.
yes. I'm not
Are
a
you
woodwind
Coming through.
Are you coming through Outlast? Through now Outlast?
Is he trying to say, are we gonna make new Outlast
Yes,
videos?
I think so.
I believe
It is
so.
definitely- Yes, we.
The answer is yes.
Yes, we have Outlast videos, and we're making more Outlast videos.
We will see it through till the end.
And if you're wondering how we're doing on Outlast, it's pretty good.
It's all right. I've had some deaths here and there, but I've been doing the best with what.
He gonna die. That is if he's talking about Outlast the game. Unless he's talking about. Yeah. But anyways, yeah. Hopefully we answered your question correctly. But yeah. So what would you guys like to see out of the D&D stuff when we start doing this?
What do you mean?
What are your expectations? What is something that you would like to do? Like for me, I wanted to have more role playing aspects into this, and really kind of
Yeah,
get
I
into
see
our
that, yeah.
characters.
Yeah.
You?
I mean, I've been preaching that since we started, so.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, I mean, at least this is just my personal experience, but the time that you were DMing was my first D&D experience ever.
Yeah.
So I was just trying to like make sure I got all the rules down, and it's like hard to focus on both actual role playing and like being serious about the game. So I do want to try to lean into that more.
Yeah.
My personal goal is to at least try. I agree with Nick too, but also trying DMing at least once and
Yeah.
getting more experience with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd like to do that too. I think.
Oh God, Sam.
I would say what I want out of D&D is to be as chaotic as possible.
You would love Nick's campaign then.
Yes. Do you want the campaign to be as chaotic as possible, or do you want your character to be as chaotic as possible? Because also you can make a character and join us, by the way. Just saying.
The outside temperature is probably like
60
70.
something maybe.
Right,
Low
yeah.
70s.
Yeah.
High
Well,
60s.
oh, this is in Fahrenheit as well.
Oh
Oh,
yes.
Oh,
it's 6
right.
For all of you.
Okay.
we're not
It's
on fire.
64
I
degrees
promise.
Fahrenheit.
And what's that in Celsius? Isn't that like
Like
30?
20 to like high 20s, low 30s.
We'll look it up.
America. America, we don't
It's
like
7
Celsius.
It's 17.78 degrees Celsius.
By the way, Sam says all of the above to answer next question.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Get some more chaotic people in here.
Yes.
Go for it.
We have negative
Negative.
2.
Oh wow.
Jeez.
They got snow.
That's no, I think that
No, that's
that's
below
Celsius.
That's
That's
fair
a little-
enough.
Oh
That's
yeah,
a wee
yeah,
chilly.
yeah.
Because
I really wanna do
zero
more-
is rough.
That's real cold. We live in the South in America.
So that's
So
probably
it
like
doesn't really
28
get that
degrees Fahrenheit for us.
Yeah. So it really
Because
does
0
not
is
get that cold
32.
at all.
Man, I'm
Right.
quick on that.
Quick maths.
quick gnats. What were we talking about? Oh yeah,
But
D&D.
Sam, if you're gonna do this, you still have to be, even if you're gonna be chaotic as possible, and I know that you are as a person, pretty chaotic. You make it more like yourself as well.
Yeah, so the characters have to. Well, we're trying to aim the characters to be an extension of ourselves. So like for me, my character is going to be probably fairly energetic and quirky, is what I can imagine. Then yours is going to be like what? Stoic. Oh yeah, you got your Loxodon. He's so cool.
Manipulate plants and animals.
Yeah, and then how would you describe your?
I say that you're naturally chaotic.
Oh,
Sam.
just
Understood. Yeah, you're. I would give you a naturally chaotic. Maybe a chaotic good. Maybe. I have never seen.
Chaotic good.
Yeah, I never seen her
think-
with evil intentions.
Okay, so naturally chaotic is not neutral chaotic.
Oh, okay.
Naturally chaotic.
thought she
like,
wrote-
she is a
I-
chaotic person.
I thought she wrote neutral chaotic for some reason.
gotcha.
Yes.
Oh, I guess fairly quiet,
Yeah.
quietish.
Kind of kept to yourself almost.
Yeah, a little more reserves.
But then, how do you think you're gonna play yours?
I mean, I'm gonna be like Wolfman. Like,
You gonna be leader of the pack?
Doggo.
I'm trying to translate you now, and I don't understand anything, but it's very interesting.
Awesome.
That-
I appreciate that.
We
It's
appreciate the effort.
Mm.
But yeah, I don't know, because of how my character is built. It's probably more of a not really. I wouldn't say really a leader, but I'd be more like support.
It's okay.
I'd
We know you
support
want to
all
be the
y'all.
leader.
What?
So it's okay. We know you want to be the leader.
Mhm.
No, I really don't. Because I will get all of us in trouble. If I
DM at
do.
heart.
I feel like my character is not going to. It's not that he's a leader. It's just that he just wants to do his own thing, type thing. Get into shit.
I'm gonna be worrying about everybody because that's what I freaking do.
I'm gonna give you a run for your money.
I know. Now, you know what? I'm actually just gonna let you do whatever the hell you want because
It depends
I
on
know
our
I can
relationship.
control
You have to develop relationships certain ways.
I'll have a relationship with him. Tell him
You
that
can't
he's a good
preemptively
boy.
make relationships just yet. He might not like you. Remember, we
Who
gotta make
knows?
rolls and stuff too on insight checks and see how we come across for each other.
I don't care how high I roll on a friendship scale with you. I will still not be able to do anything.
You say this now.
You roll a nat 20 and you have to be best friends.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be best friends, but I'll still call him a jackass and an idiot.
Of course. I had an idea for another character, which was the lizard folk guy, and I think I was going to make him morph into a barbarian. And I was telling Alex this last night,
Yes.
and I had this idea that if you were to look at him, you would notice that like his scales suddenly, like say, like part of his arm was like red, and then they would suddenly get cut off and they'd be all green here from now on. And basically, the idea is that he's basically a Frankenstein of lizard folk that he was put together, so he has multiple pieces of different kinds of different bodies put together on him, and it was from a witch doctor, and his memory is horrible, like straight horrible. So as I was saying with Alex, my character would be with his, and we'll be like, say the objective was to, oh, we're here to talk to this person, talk to Bill, right? And my character will come up to this guy's like, yes, we are here to kill.
No.
What?
We're here to talk.
We're here to talk to Steve. Bill. Yes. It's like, what's your buddy's name? Fred. Yes. You know, he's very. This is worst memory imaginable type thing. He might even do the Zorro thing where he just always is lost.
I was about to say, I already see this getting on my nerves as a DM.
Of course.
Already see it.
I like it.
Already see it. I'm not denying that you would do it. I'm just saying
Yeah.
I would just get
Mhm.
so annoyed.
I have a quest designed.
Cool.
Planned out.
That's gonna be awesome.
It would need to be a little bit higher level first, but
Mm-hmm.
we'll get there.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, I was just thinking of another character type thing as a kind of a backup and possibly that I wanted to try doing. What does it say? Try to translate what I'm going to write.
Oh,
Okay.
gosh.
I will attempt to do that.
Google Translate.
Google Translate is always perfect.
No,
Never
it's not.
flawed.
I am
Not-
ready. Hello? Yes.
What does it sound like out loud?
Privet.
What does it
Play
sound
it.
like?
It's Privet.
Privet.
Listen to it.
Hold on, let me.
One more.
Well, I don't want to mess up the audio.
Yeah, no, let's not fuck up with that.
Then I do this. Do 20, 30. And let's.
Привет.
Privet.
Preview.
Cool.
What's the second one?
Alright, this is fun. We're learning Russian.
Yeah, slowly but surely.
Oh, I gotta do this.
We'll see. Hiya.
Nope.
That's a video.
Back.
There you go.
I live in Russia,
Hey.
which is Я живу в России.
Good one.
Я живу в России.
You were close. Okay, sorry.
Yes. Я живу в России. Is that what-
Receive.
России. That's cool.
There's another one.
Okay. We'll do
I gotta
like
work for
one or
this.
two more, and then we're gonna go back to stream.
Or just leave.
Or yeah, just wrap things up.
Yeah,
I
we're
want
getting
to-
pretty close to time.
Yeah, we're getting pretty close to time.
It's
very cold here.
It's very cold here.
I can imagine.
Which is, you know, it's Ocean Clodona.
У нас очень холодно.
Холодно.
Clodona. Yeah, that's cool.
Oh.
Yeah,
We'll learn something new.
there you go. We have a Russian viewer.
Hey.
Love it.
Cool. Thank you for tuning in, by the way. But yeah, is there anything else that we wanted to touch on, by the way, before we moved on?
Ben.
Oh, that actually, yeah. So the next time you guys will probably see Ben and Bailey, they will be married. Probably.
Hey.
Yes.
You just killed the mic.
I know. I'm
Probably
sorry.
not be the day after, but the week after.
Yeah.
It will definitely not be the
That's
day
why I
after.
said the next time you see
I
them,
know.
God, Ben.
they're gonna be married.
That was the joke.
Yeah, we'll be married.
Oh, he put in one more.
It will
I'll
be
read
He
Mr.
or
and
she. We
Mrs.
don't know if this
Corey
is a
Morgan.
woman or a man. I would say in Twitch, though, it's kind of safe to assume it's
Yeah, you can be surprised.
Putin is
Putin is better than Trump.
I'm not gonna comment.
No, yeah,
None of us are
no
gonna
comments.
None of us are gonna comment.
He
I
has
say
a
they're-
bear.
I say that. I'll just say neither one of them align with my political leanings. So
Yes.
that's
Fair
all.
We
enough.
try to steer away from politics.
Yeah.
Although I do appreciate the meme level of Putin.
Yeah,
That's
Putin does seem just like a total meme.
He does. I like it. But anyways,
I think.
oh yeah, so yeah, they're gonna get married.
Will be Mr. and Mrs. Corey Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
Corey Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
Como.
Come on.
Come out.
How do you guys feel about that?
Excited?
Excited?
I feel
Can't
pretty
stand it?
cool about it. I
Yeah.
guess.
Feel
Nervous?
pretty dope.
No, not nervous.
No.
I'm just annoyed I still have to buy things for
I
it.
was about to say, you sure he's not gonna get cold feet?
No, Ben. He best not. This whole wedding is for Ben.
Hey, that's my job.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get
Yeah,
his
so
F's
if
in
it
the
happens,
aisle.
it's his fault.
No, it's your fault if that happens. Oh my god.
Because I don't feel that now.
I think I would strangle you.
It'd definitely be his fault.
I blame somebody else.
You feel like anything's gonna change once you're married?
No.
No. It's completely the
I'll
same.
just be able to say, my wife!
My wife!
That's awesome. Alex, you want to sign us off?
Yeah. Thank you for tuning in, one and all. Appreciate. What? You okay, Will?
I'm tired.
Oh.
Will is ready to
We
die.
got 30 more seconds, bud. You can make it.
There you go.
Thank you for tuning in. This has been the Talking Swibs. If you are interested in any of our content, the links are below to all of our social medias. Please, we have Let's Plays, we have past recordings of all our previous podcasts. So if you check us out, we would be appreciated.
Mm-hmm. And keep going.
Oh.
What are the different sites you got?
We got YouTube, we got Facebook, we got Instagram,
Got upset.
we got Discord.
I think he's talking about you. And got upset.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Or maybe he got upset that we're leaving.
oh,
Yes.
yes, we have all those social medias.
A Pinterest. Just kidding. Not that. We don't have Pinterest.
Maybe one
Can
day.
you make us a Pinterest?
You're in charge, Bailey.
Yes.
I quit.
I'm working on that.
Anyways.
Anyways, I think that's all we got for this week. See you next time, and thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you everyone for stopping by.